right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube platform. I'm your host. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're a member of the channel, bless up to you a lot. And how to become a member, please do click the join button. YouTube will help you along the way. So as I saw by the title, this is going to be served for a post-match analysis, player breakdown, and also player rating. All right, yes, and definitely maybe we can take an extra look in the upcoming game, because obviously we're going to look at the situation after that victory. All right, so thanks everyone that passes through this video. Please let me know your thoughts on any one of the points we do share in this video. All right, I've not seen my chat as yet, so I can't big up anyone. Don't know why it's giving me some technical difficulties. I'm going to take it off for now, and then it will show up on my other screen. All right, so hold on. All right, so that's nice. All right, so let me try and give everyone a big up before I do start. All right, so we have Dr. Gigi in the house. We have Yinka. Hey bro, you're doing great, thank you very much. We have Omar Fowlin, massive respect. El Mexi, thanks for being here. Ricky says big up JD, continue to do the good work, thank you very much. Dr. Gigi said I see a lot of errors, but hold on, I have not even started anything as yet, so give me a chance to start before you get into the deep dive. And then we have Romain Brown in the building. We have Leonard Evans. We have Jamaican Guna, our brother. We have Brando, our brother. Obviously we are all brothers, but you know, yeah, I'm just going through. Jack Drummond in the building. Massive respect here. Never knew that I was a utility player like Bobby Reid. Oh my god. Then we have Lovell's Network. How you doing, man? Goontown FC. Long time I don't see the Arsenal fans them, you know, man, because I don't know if it's because I'm beating Arsenal sometimes, not all the times. You know, they are trying to cancel me. They are not supporting me. All right, Kevin Vendetta in the building. Thanks very much for being here, everyone. So let me get into it. As what we said, we are going to do analysis. So our first thoughts from the game itself. So let me slide over to our detailing page so we can start breaking it down. All right, so our first thoughts on the game itself. I've heard from the coach, the players, and everyone, and I do believe that they shared the right information. It was a tough win, a ugly win. As what Mr. Williams said, it was not our best performance, but they never had that intention in the first place. They just wanted to come and get a professional win, and they thought that they did their job of getting a professional win. I would say that's the best way to put to say that it was an ugly win on the day. But remember, this is not a place that Jamaica normally goes to get victories, all right, at least on a consistent basis. So the fact that they have accomplished that feat, I want to say congratulations to them on that side. All right, so let me break down the game now. I do believe that the game was a tough one, especially in midfield. I don't know if the coach wanted to just out talent Nicaragua on the day because he believed that it would have been a tough one, or he got it wrong in midfield. But I do believe that in the three in midfield, which I'm going to bring up here on the system, the two that we used in the system, definitely we had struggled there, because remember, these things are data that you have to take into the upcoming game. All right, because maybe you are saying that, okay, let me test the strength of the two in midfield to see if it actually works, and how much pressure we can sustain under that. All right, yes. So my problem is obviously you had seen that you can sustain pressure, but it never came because we never sustained the pressure based off the midfield. We sustained the pressure based on our center backs on the day, and that's why I rated our center backs on the day so highly. All right, yes. So as you could see here, we played a 4-2-3-1 system. All right, and in attack, it was more like a a four a 2-4-4 system. All right, yes. So we are trying to get the numbers in midfield. Greg Lee and Tavan Gray tried to push up and close in to make up the numbers so they could have combated the 5 of Nicaragua. But for some reason, it just never held up well, to be honest. It never ended up well, and we had struggled, especially in the middle of the park. Joey Latibodir and Kara Anderson, they struggled to latch onto the aerial balls, and also they struggled to close off the zonal areas that will block out the path for to get to our center backs. All right, because they never just got it over the top; they got it through our first line of defense, or not our third line of defense, because the striker is one, the top midfield, and then the middle. So our third line of defense never really held up strong there. So and it's a tough one, because I would say that both of them never really, they are not familiar to play in these conditions. So maybe it's something that we should not really push aside and wait until to see if it could materialize into something. But a lot of people never liked it, and included me myself. I thought that it never really worked. Karai Anderson is a player that can go box to box, a defensive central, and also a cam. He can play all of them. All right, but it showcased that he needs some more experience, which he got in this game as well. So we don't know what level he's going to be on in the next game, because he did finish the game stronger rather than how he started it. So that tells you that he's learning in the game as well. All right, so that was my biggest problem, and that's where me and a lot of people kind of dropped off in our conversation as to how we rated all of the players them. You understand me? Because a lot of people beat me and said I am not going with the trend. For me, it's not about trend, it's about education. Because I do believe that if I put out the right information to you guys, that means, and I know that in Jamaica, it's like it's always a pressure for the coaches them that comes in Jamaica to force to do certain things. So that's why I've always tried to educate the masses. So that means we can't wrongfully pressure the coaches them to force people in the team and on the field. We want a coach to do his thing and not be pushed by propaganda and popularity just to appease people. So that's how our conversations and our analysis always be, because we're trying to be responsible. So it's not going to always fly to the sensationalism, and it's going to be much more tied to what is real. All right, because when we are finished talking at all times on our programs, you could see when Concacaf rated certain things, they're saying the same thing as us. So let we slide over to Concacaf. All right, before we slide over to Concacaf, let me big up the people inside the chat. All right, so we have Jam Rock Rental in the building, massive respect. Michael Steele in the building, yeah man, we are here. Kwan, oh, you're doing real baller. All right, massive respect. Uptown Kingston, beat me very bad. Omar Fowlin, massive respect. All right, so Omar Fowlin said, yes, we grind out a win. Happy for that. And on another day, we could be in big problems. That's why Blake was the man of the match. Morning to everyone that's coming in. The whole place, I said, no, Uptown Kingston. I've made sure to explain myself, who I am, and my responsibilities. So I have to be that way, Uptown Kingston. All right, yes. You can't just sell me cocoa juice and I have to take it. Okay, sir? Because you were the first one beating me. Yes. So anyways, let we continue. Let we go to Concacaf. Because Uptown Kingston said the whole place saying Magee, trying to rush my work a little, but we'll still accommodate him. Yes. But we're going to see if Concacaf saying the same thing as Mr. Uptown Kingston and the whole place. I don't know what he's describing as the whole place. I think more likely Jamaica space. I don't necessarily think it's worldwide, but let me continue. Jamaica and Honduras claimed important victories as the 2024-2025 CONCACAF Nations League continued with 3 Group B encounters in League A on Thursday. Honduras opened the match day with a valuable win at French Guiana to climb to one of the top two spots in the group. Cuba and Trinidad and Tobago played out a hard-fought draw for Trinidad. Cuba was the better team, while Jamaica defeated Nicaragua to remain in first place in the group. Jamaica leads the group with 7 points, followed by Honduras with 6 and Nicaragua with 4 points. The bottom half of the standing begins with Cuba on 3 points, Trinidad and Tobago on 2, and French Guiana with 1 point. All right. So this is just the French Guiana Honduras one. So we're going to skip that because our intention is to talk about Jamaica Nicaragua game. So we want to see how some of the other experts do see it. So Nicaragua versus Jamaica. Jamaica defeated Nicaragua 2-0 at Estadio Nacional in Managua, Nicaragua. The visitors took the lead in the 32nd minute through an own goal from Nicaragua's Jose Kiano. Juan Barrera came close to tying the match for Nicaragua in the 27th minute with a potent left-footed shot from long distance, but his attempt was denied by Jamaica's goalkeeper Andre Blake. All right, so you remember that name, Andre Blake. Jamaica extended its lead in the 69th through a finish from Romario Williams from close range following a corner kick. In the 88th minute, 2 saves in quick succession from Blake prevented Nicaragua from equalizing. Blake subsequently closed out the match with 6 saves to secure a second clean sheet this Nations League campaign, with the Reggae Boyz maintain the lead in first place in Group B. All right. So, Uptown Kingston, bless up Collins, thanks for being here. Uptown Kingston, that was a short summary of the game itself as to what Concacaf saw. And the only person got mentioned is the person that they gave the man of the match to, which is Andre Blake. That was very much evident from day one. So it shows what we're saying. Uptown Kingston, it's not always what you think in your space means that is what is actually seen worldwide. So it clears to say no, Mr. Uptown Kingston, because this was written after my live stream. So that means you have to give me my respect as to how I broke down the game, because they are experts on the match and they have said the same thing, Uptown Kingston. So start giving my respect now. All right. So anyways, that's what Concacaf had to say right there. Let me go into what's at stake at this point. All right. So before we get into the players themselves, breaking down the players themselves. All right, so at this point, Group A, we're going to leave Group A. I will do Group A on my Wemaxit channel, but this is served for Group B. So Group B, as you saw, Honduras and Jamaica. At this point, both of them are actually in the qualification, the automatic qualification zone, which is for the Gold Cup and also to the next round of the Nations League. All right, so these two in the spot, so third and fourth, they are in the prelims of the Gold Cup. All right, so you need to stay in third or fourth if you want to stay in League A. All right, the next two, which is 5th and 6th, they will be relegated to League B. So at this point, it looks like Trinidad and French Guiana are the ones in pole position to get relegated, but they still have one more game to play. So at that point, people will know who will be getting relegated. All right, but as you saw it so far, it's a tight one because the two top teams will be playing each other. Jamaica on 7 points, Honduras on 6 points, Nicaragua actually on 4 points. All right, so if Jamaica should beat Honduras, Nicaragua will be playing French Guiana again, which is already eliminated. No, they are not already eliminated because they can finish on 4 and go above Cuba. So they are not eliminated fully as yet. So they will have something to fight for. But if Nicaragua should win, because they are going to be the big favorites in that game, clearly we saw how they played Jamaica. So that tells you how good they are. All right. So if they should, Jamaica should defeat Honduras and Nicaragua wins, they are going to be the one going to the next round with Jamaica. If Jamaica should lose to Honduras, it's going to be a little bit more tricky, because if Jamaica should lose, they are going to lose at least one goal difference, which is a +2. They are going to put themselves on. So now it's going to come down to goal difference. So if that's the case, Nicaragua need to actually score 3 to 4 goals, or 3 clear goals, to put themselves back over the +2 mark. All right, in order to get the advantage. All right, and hoping that Honduras beat Jamaica by 2 clear goals for them to advance. All right, I'm looking at the realistic one, because I think French Guyana, it's going to be tough for them to get 4-0 from Nicaragua, but it's possible that they could win by 3 goals. So if Jamaica should lose, they can still drop out. So it's not technically over as yet, but it's looking good for Jamaica, because they have not conceded so much goals in this thing. They have not conceded so much goals. All right, yes, so that's a good indication to say that they might not concede none, or if they are going to even concede, it's just going to be 1. So maybe even if Jamaica loses to Honduras, both Honduras and Jamaica could go through just the same, because of the technicality and the goal difference. All right, just wanted to make sure we went through that. All right. Yes, so let me move over to the players now. And then we are going to go into what we would have done. At the start of my first video, I had said that I thought that Jamaica should go for a midfield, a main midfield one. All right, like midfield should be the priority going forward. I don't think in that game they did so. I thought that they tried to out talent Nicaragua more than actually go for the main thing to get rid of Nicaragua, which is to challenge them in midfield. So I thought that Jamaica kind of failed there. So I hope the coach look at the strength of the next team, which is in midfield again, and don't try to out talent Honduras, because I think Honduras will do way better with the more possession than Nicaragua. They look like they are much more stronger on the offensive end. So you don't want to go and give away certain opportunities. So my intention is going through the players, them look at who I think would fit the system that I would try to work with. Guys, we just we have 100+ people here. I'm going to set you guys to ask for the like, but before, you should have already started to hit the like. How it goes with the like button, it helps the visibility. This will be the only one I'm doing on this game. The only one I'm doing on this game, period. I'm going to do the pre-match for Honduras after. All right, 1 second. Let me just share it so others could know that I'm live. All right, so that's good now. So we have shared it. People. All right, so thanks. All right, Blake. Bless up Gmails. Thanks for being here. Romario said that this damn setup about playing 1-1 team twice shake my head. Yeah, it's just Concacaf is trying to make it exciting, and that's what I said. When it's at the end, people will start to see what we are complaining about. You see it. So even with the final game, people can still drop out. So even with you doing so good in the first 2 to 3 games, if you draw 1 game, it just makes everything more difficult. All right, determined. Big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. What's going on with the Soca Warriors? Concacaf gotten better. That's what's going on with the Soca Warrior. So luckily, Jamaica started to open up to get more players from overseas, so they can actually strengthen their squad. All right, because if you look at the Jamaica starting lineup, a lot of people weren't here because Bell was not here, Jamal Lowe was not here, Mikel Antonio was not on the field, Casey Palmer was not on the field, but you still had Greg Lee, Pinnock, Tavan Gray, Latibodier, Karai Anderson, Damara Gray, Bobby Reid. So so it was only Damion Lowe, Andre Blake, Magee, and Romario Williams that's barring Jamaica, and even with so much other players out. So that's what Jamaica, that's what's saving Jamaica. Why we are talking about Trinidad. Like that, because every other team is improving, and Trinidad Trinidad stayed where Jamaica were 2 years ago. So Trinidad has not improved on their take as to foreigners. All right, yes. So whichever way you want to take it, Andre and those guys will tell you that that is the case with Trinidad. All right, so that is what's keeping them behind. All right, and to be honest, we have seen, because we have watched League A. League A is tough because you have Martinique, Guadeloupe, Suriname, Costa Rica, Guatemala in the same group. So that is even tougher than this group, and I could tell you that that is even more tighter, because Suriname, Costa Rica, Guatemala still fighting for spot, and even Martinique. So all four of them still up to take first to second spot. So nobody is sure going into the final day. Everybody could still be there. You saw Suriname yesterday balled Costa Rica yesterday. First off, with 11 players, they balled them. But I will do a big breakdown with that. So people that's interested in that, I think that that was a statement performance, and they should have won that game easy, well over 3 to 4 goals. All right, but we will talk about that in the future. All right. Jamaica can make two sides, yes, obviously, because now we have gotten a bigger pool of players. All right, Soca Warriors are arrogant and think their talent is special. Yes, and it really showed them up, because even Cuba recruiting players, you understand me? And Cuba have a good system, and they are doing well. So I think next year they're going to change it, but they are going to be too far behind to recover for this World Cup. So Soca Warriors, they are for the next World Cup. So 2030, Soca Warriors will be talking. We will be talking about Soca Warriors, which is very bad, but it's something good to take a lesson from. If we don't try to keep getting the best players, them, we will be having problems, people. All right? Yes. Yes, but Uptown Kingston, you can't say they are disappointed. You can't say they are disappointing you on results. If they don't have the players, you rarely win without the better players them. Because sometimes you can out-talent teams, like what we just said about Jamaica. Jamaica out-talented Nicaragua. Nicaragua was the better team on the field. You know? They were the better team on the field. The coach said the same. The players them said the same from Jamaica. They said that, yes, we never played good. We never played better than them. But we got the win. We knew it would have been a tough battle. So what we did is out-talent them. What we meant by that, in the main areas, Ethan Pinnock, Damion Lowe turn up big. Andre Blake turn up big when they created their chances. And then when we got an off chance, it turns out to be a goal. So we out-talent them. But when you look at the stats itself, you are wondering, you have to look at it to say that, okay, it was individuals turn up big, but not necessarily the system, because they are doing more, they have more of the ball, and they are getting more entries. You understand? We are getting less entries. But once we got those entries, we looked a lot better, because the individual is slightly better, but the team cohesion of Nicaragua is better. You understand me? The team cohesion of Nicaragua is better. So those are different type of things, you know. So you can lose the better performance on the pitch, but still won the game. You know, because once Bobby Reid gets the ball, he's going to do something. Once Tyreek Magee gets the ball, he's going to do something. Once Damara Gray gets the ball, he's going to do something individually. So that's how it works. But we have to congratulate Nicaragua on how they play, so I can congratulate Jamaica. Because in order for me to give Jamaica their true flowers, I have to talk about what quality the team is we were playing. And I want to say Nicaragua's overall style was very good. Very good. They played to a system. Obviously, the referee was terrible. That is true. You know, but their system is very tough to break down. Their technical ability is very high. All right, their technical ability is very high, and the teams will struggle against them, because I can tell you that they might beat the next team coming up, and they might beat them by a couple goals as well. So that will tell you, because if they play the same game, they might score 3 or 4. So we better beat Honduras, because they show the capability of scoring a lot of goals. You understand me? On anybody with less talent. You know? Yes, because it's not everybody has Damion, Lowe and Pinnock. It's not everybody has those players. All right? All right. Thank you, JD. We did follow most of the fools in Jamaica talk about local ballers. We wouldn't go nowhere. No, man. I think everybody figured that out now. All right? I disagree. Jamaica was better. But Nitro, I think, Nitro, that is just an ego playing, because the coach tell you, the players them tell you, the William Starkin tells you. So, what Jamaica did better on the field, Nitro? Because every single thing on the field, aside from getting the goals, Honduras had the better numbers. And it was our goalkeeper was the man of the match. So, Nitro, I don't see where... Like, you're just trying to have an argument. So I'm not going to even debate that, because that is not debatable. Who was the actually better team on the field? It's not debatable, because even our team conceded that they were the better team. And we had to grind out the result. So I can't fight with Nitro here. Nitro, that is not that we don't need to have an argument on that, big boss. That is just the ego playing on your, big boss. But overall, Tracy say better play means nothing. Yes, that's what... No, man, better play means something. Because it's very rare you're going to play better and lose the games. All right? Yes. People need to stop beat Gray. Remember, he's traveling from... But nobody beats... NYC, boy, nobody beats Gray here. I have not done even a report. And guys, listen to me. Let me make it clear. When I do my videos, I am only by myself. I don't share any... conversation with nobody. I just come here and do my video. So if you're bringing information from somewhere else, clearly they are not in my conversation. All right, so I don't beat anybody. I've not even talked about a player individually as yet. All right, yes, most of their shots are 25 to 30 yards out. We could done that. So the stats, no, Siobhan Givens, that is a lie. That is a lie. And tell me how much shots we actually have. Tell me how much chances we actually create in the game. If you tell me that, that's where you're gonna lose. Because if you tell me that we created more chances than them, that would have been a lie. So even though you're complaining and fixated on forward shot, they still have more close shots than us. They still had more close shot than us. They still had more openings than us. They still had created more big chances than us as well. So it doesn't matter what you say, the metric still means that they have done more than us. So that's where our problem is. We fight with our ego way more times. We sit down and fight with our ego way more times, not realizing if we give the opponent credit, we actually can give Jamaica credit of beating the team, not looking at its best. So that means when we're better, we can even go at a higher level. So it's just our ego playing tricks on us, people. All right? All right, so Nitro said they created 0 big chances. So we are done. We are done with Nitro. Nitro, it looked like you drink too much rum last night, and you look like you come to destroy my show. So I'm not gonna pay Sir Nitro any mind. Respect Nitro, but I will have to leave Nitro at the crossroad today. All right, we continue. Big up yourself, Cranky. Thanks for being here. Lindell Bennett said, "I just stopped talking about it. I just let the man talk." All right. Yeah, man. The win is what will be remembered, not who look better. Yes, that is true. But I'm analyzing the game so we can get to what we want to do after. So information is always good to disperse at all times. Uptown, Kingston. But I know that maybe in this category, people don't need information. Maybe in our culture, people don't care about information because it's all about vibes. I understand that. But as what I've said, my reason for doing videos is to kind of help our culture to look at it a little bit different, so the coach's job could be easier. So if he actually does the right thing, you guys that wants to just have vibes could actually see where he's coming from. That's my duty, and I'm trying to carry it out. And I saw that a lot of you guys are trying your best to make me not carry it out. All right, which I'm so disappointed in it. I gave you guys a day for you to just listen to and talk all sorts of madness. For me to come and try and talk little sense, and you don't want to give me it. Oh my God. Those were easy saves for Blake. His greatest saves was a Lowe own goal. Wish you luck on that, JD. All right. No, well, I'm trying. I will not, as of today, I will not be in the propaganda, the favorite tags and all of those madness. I don't do YouTube, Jamaica YouTube for views and money. That's not me. I am not playing my people. I am here to talk the truth. If I make money off talking the truth, no problem. All right. But as of today, I am sticking to my guns. It's not moving. I'm just saying the truth, and sensible people will see my argument and know that I'm talking the truth. All right, that's all I do know. All right. Mustang Car said, JD, for one, appreciate your game breakdown. Thank you. All right, Nitro, you can have a different opinion, but the facts not matching your opinion, Nitro. All right, so I can't fight with the Nitro. I'm very sorry, Nitro. Today is not the day. Please let me go. Let me go, Nitro. Let me go. Man, them said Magee was the best on the night, while say Bobby was horrible. All right, so anybody says that they are just telling lies and they are just looking money, nothing else, straight up. All right, JD, they ignorant and delusional, and it's shameful. But sometimes I think people know the truth, but it's to benefit themselves. All right, yes. All right. Tom says Nicaragua was a better playing team on the day, but Jamaica won. Yeah, we understand. I don't understand why they were calling USL Bush League, and no one from the league should be in the national team. But if you have, I kind of disagree with that, Merrick, because if you have JPL players, when USL players, USL league is a higher league than JPL, it's hard for me to take away USL players. If you said that, none of the players them should be in the team. And I could refute it to say that once any one of them, if JPL players in the team, USL players need to be in the team. So that's honesty. That's honesty right there. All right, JD, any chance we can see Magee and Palmer on the field at the same time? KC Palmer can play winger, you know. He can play winger, and he plays 10, you know. That is his position. Coach, that is the actual position of the player. I don't know if you made a mistake the other day saying that the KC Palmer is a 8. No, KC Palmer's natural position is a actual 10. That's what he does. Jamaica changes his position, but that's not what he plays. He's a winger, central forward, and also a 10. That's his actual role, coach. So please don't make any mistake to think that KC Palmer is a deep line box to box. It's not true, coach. Please, God. I don't know what happened to you, but your mouth slipped. His mouth slipped, guys, and he said KC Palmer is a 8. I don't know if anyone heard it. I was saying, oh my God, what the coach saying? KC Palmer is an 8. Oh my God. You guys never heard that. So I don't know if the coach, I thought he made a mistake. It had to be an honest mistake the coach made right there to think that KC Palmer was an 8. Because he knows these players. And this is more information for Cranky to beat the coach again, you know. But Cranky, I thought it was an honest mistake he made, Cranky. What position would you say Magee play the other day. No man, they all play attacking midfielder. They were playing three attacking midfielders. They weren't using natural wingers. They were playing a 4-2-3-1, but it was a narrow 4-2-3-1. So it was three attacking midfielder. Bobby played central attacking midfielder. Damari played left attacking midfielder. Magee played right attacking midfielder. So it was still attacking midfielders. They are not full-bred wingers. Full-bred wingers are staying way out to the line rather than starting from inside. They were trying to keep it narrow to protect the two deeper line midfielders. So it was a narrow system, exactly as what you saw here on the screen. So he was playing right attacking midfielder. So he was playing his position. He was actually playing his position. It was thus not the central position that you guys would have wanted to see him in. It was the right hand side he was playing. All right, but it's still attacking midfielder though. All right. Henry, it's not where he plays for Jamaica. I told you where the player plays. You put him where you want him to help you out, Henry. But it doesn't matter what you put him as in Jamaica team. It's what he is. When you brought in Magee, you said you're looking for a 10. KC Palmer is a 10. So we can't make up stories to fit our narrative, Henry, right there. It's what the player is. So we cannot make up a story. It's what the player actually plays. All right. So, anyways, let me break down now. So, Andre Blake. I thought that Andre Blake did everything, showcased, reminded us what he's made of. Andre Blake. I know Cranky says that Andre Blake barely play bad games, but I am kind of disagreeing with Cranky. The Cuba game, he should have been sent off the field, and then the I claim, he never dealt with the I claim good enough. So the two main claims he had, he never dealt with good. The referee helped us out. And I want to say that the referee have been helping us out for a long time. Because the Cuba game, the referee helped us out in that game big time. And also in this game, with both goals, the referee actually helped us out. So we can't, even though we beat the referee for tackles, we cannot beat the referees for decision going in our favor. Because every big decision went into Jamaica's favor. Every single big decision went into Jamaica's favor. Every single one. I just said to you, Blake should have been sent off. It should have been a penalty. Or at least it should have been a yellow card and a penalty. But it was 100% a penalty. Referee rule it out and says nothing. All right? Yes. And then in this one, we can say both goals. We kind of got favorable treatment on that. So we can complain about the tackles and the bad calls as it relates to tackles, but all big incidents went into Jamaica's path. So we have to say respect to the referee for giving us the big decision, but the tackles is still unacceptable. I still think it's poor, but some people would say that we want too much, but I would say that just appreciate the game good. I can understand with the big decisions because it's hard to see. So it went in our favor. But you still, some of those tackles, I thought that he was close and never actually dealt with it well. So Andre Blake, yes, he was the man of the match, 100%. I'm not listening to Nitro. He had 6 saves in the game, 1 from inside the box. The touches 47. His passes was 71%, which is 24 of 34. And I think that his passes could have been better because if you look at this, it says 44 of 14. But this is where I told Cranky that he might have not. He gave Romario Williams too much credit because this some of the long passes that Blake made, I don't think Romario Williams dealt with it well. I don't think he dealt with it well. And that was the problem. I think that takedown ability that Mikel Antonio has, Shamar Nichols has, Romario Williams does not have it like them. So that is a part of the game, and that is an integral part of the game, because what that does, it give you time and space for your wingers them and your midfielders to get set and try to support you and try to set up for the counter attack coming. But because Romario Williams failed for the entire night on taking down the ball, it always leave them to push up in midfield and get the number advantage. So they have enough. They have 5 in midfield and they still have defenders coming in midfield. So sometimes they have 7 in midfield and 2 at the back. So it's a 2-7-1. It's a 2-7-1 that they could have played. And that was solely based off Romario Williams couldn't actually take down the ball and push back 2 center backs. That's why we always said Mikel Antonio is so important. I am not saying Romario Williams had a bad game because he still utilized what he's good at. I like the kid. I always wanted to put him in the team. So don't jump to the bits to defend because you have nothing to defend. I'm just giving you straight facts. All right? Yes. No, NYC, no. My argument is we are beating the referees, but I'm saying that a lot of calls in this tournament went into our favor. So even though the individual smaller calls have gone against us, I'm saying that we still should be respecting the referees, because some big incidents went into our favor, which we can't dispute those, NYC boy. So we have to be honest to ourselves. We can't say we can't beat the referee for the bad calls, which we agree that is bad call. And then in the end, all of the big calls that we benefited from, we can't talk the truth. Come on, man, NYC boy. Remember, other people watch my content, So I have to be honest. I have to be honest and say what I do know is facts. And those incidents that we talked about is facts. So come on, man, NYC boy. Better than that, man. This show is a reality program, man. All right? So we have to give credit. We beat referees for the bad calls, which I was beating them the whole night. That is true. But we have to talk about what went in our favor as well. Come on, man. All right? So that is why I'm talking about the long balls. I am saying that some of the long passes them that Blake made, it was not solely his fault, and it was not inaccurate passes. All right, it was not inaccurate passes. It was still good enough passes, but just not taken down. Credit to Nicaragua's defenders. They were very good, and they had a lot of bodies around him as well. So it was difficult for him to take it down, and also Nicaragua found space and numbers. All right, so that's why his 14 long passes looked like that. All right, he completed 4 of that. All right, and that's pretty much it for him. But I thought that he was the man of the match. He did his job. Whenever it counts, he tried to even start plays a lot of times. Yeah, JD, lead, don't follow. Yes, man, I'm just telling the truth, and we just tell the truth. We've got the wins, and we are crediting our players them, but we can talk the truth as well. So even though we want to beat the referees, we can just tell the truth that yes, the referees were in our favor with all big calls over this window. Every damn big call, except the tiki-taka fouls. So we have to say it as it is. Both goals probably would have been overturned if it was for VAR. That's what Barry Gold is saying. That's what we said. We're just telling the masses so we can inform you with the accuracy rather than tell you fantasy for you to just believe. Yeah, man, Jamaica, big side. And we beat up the Nicaragua. We were the better team. We can't tell that lie. So that means we can lead into what we need to improve on in the Honduras game. Because if we were the better team and we dominate Nicaragua, what we need to change. Mexico 10 say you not honest. All right then. So whatever, Mexico, you look like you're Mexican and be telling me foolishness. So all right, so guys, so this is the exact team. I'm gonna show you how wicked you guys are to your own self. Listen to this now. I'm gonna let you answer. So this is going to be the exact team. This would be the exact team you would have started. Let me hear, people. This would be the exact team you would have started for the next round. So every player would just put back on the field. Let me know. If you say yes, all right, I'll say okay. If you say no, then I'm going to beat you. So let me hear what people have to say. So this is the exact team we want to start against. All right, so Jamop says no. So let me see how much yes and no will be on it. So let me see how... I'm waiting on the comments to come in. Let me see how much... yes and no, because if you say no, that means you're being hypocritical, with my assessment, All right, see, everybody say no. So then what are you cursing me about? Because that means we don't beat up the team and we dominate the game then? So why we don't want the same team? If we beat up the team and dominate the team. So you see it, guys. So you see that it's our ego is the problem. We don't like to hear the truth. No, I know that this is not going to be the same team. 1000%. We know that because the coach said what he said. The players them said what they said. But I'm just trying to show you what I'm saying is accurate. But we just don't want to hear the truth. Good God. So Mexico, go sleep. All right, go back to Mexico. All right, so Andre Blake. I know this is the only kind of gripe. I don't want to beat them so much, but I know that they got high scores. Tavan Gray and Greg Lay. All right, so tell you what. Then tell you what. Then it's very good that you don't come back. No problem. All right. Yes. Because since you have so much sense, stay in your house and have all the sense. Or try to educate yourself and get yourself where... No, you don't need to educate yourself because you're so educated. Go and get a job and get off YouTube. You're a scrub. All right? Yes. Because obviously they have to make you disrespect them. So true, you're a scrub. You're so bright and you can't apply your education nowhere on planet Earth. Then you have to get a block then. All right? Yes, man. So get out of here. You scrub. All right, so go and build more YouTube fake accounts to come back again. You dunce-ass fool. Let me continue, people. All right, so Greg Lay and Tavan Gray. Greg Lay and Tavan Gray. That's what they do, people, because they can't face reality, so they have to try use things to kind of put off your shows them. That's their whole purpose. They don't have anything of sense. They are delusionally stupid. Believe me. And believe me, they think that they're bright. So Tavan Gray and Greg Lay. Greg Lay, I thought that Greg Lay was under heavy pressure. Tavan Gray was under heavy pressure as well, and that was solely based off the same midfield problem that we had early. We will get on it. Let me just move on. Let me just go through the players then I will take the comments them. All right, because if I don't finish this, it's gonna go 2-3 hours, and I don't have 2-3 hours, people. All right, yes. So Tavan Gray and so give me the rating for Andre Blake, right? And then Tavan Gray and Greg Lay. Tavan, Sean Bass, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. I did link you on the Instagram. All right, yeah, man. Big up, big up. All right, Tavan Gray have to go. Him can't start over Dexter. Okay, so that means you guys don't like Tavan Gray's style of play. I still believe that he's good enough to make the team, but it's gonna take time for him to get comfortable. All right, if you guys said all right, then he should come from the bench. I can understand where you guys coming from, but to say that he should not be playing for the national team, none at all. I think that it's kind of tough because a lot of our players were very poor as well. But are we not saying that they shouldn't come back either? You know, I think you guys gave Tavan Gray a big beating. You know, yes. So let me just flick up Tavan Gray's numbers to show you. And Greg Lee's numbers, so we can move on, and then we go to our midfield center backs them. All right, yeah, big up in yourself, everyone that's coming in. Massive respect. Remember to hit the like button. Let me still aim for 200. Let me set up this thing because I don't know why I never set this thing. All right, so Blake. All right, give me the rating for Blake, and then we're gonna discuss Tavan Gray and wait again Greg Lee. All right, so give me the rating. Lulu, big up yourself. Fryneck, big up yourself. Tom, maybe it's your other fake account that I just had to be beaten. I don't even sure if it's you because these guys have more fake accounts than money in their bank accounts. I don't know how they do these things. You block them one time, they come back with the next one next week, next day. Oh my God. 1 second, guys. Let me Let me try write this thing so people can see the writing, so I don't have to keep telling them about hitting the like button. All right. All right. So we are getting some scores for Blake. All right. 1 second. Let me set the poll right here. All right. All right. So that should be it right there. Yeah, man. So let me get it up to 200 in the time that we are here. All right. We might just go over 2 hours. Might just. All right. Change it to 9. Hold on. Who will give Blake lower than 8? 9. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, okay. Lulu changes score. Billy, what do you think the outcome would have been on a natural grass? So, I have to do research. Let me do some research on that before I can answer that one. All right. Good question, though. Good question, though. El Mexi, 8.5 Warren Webster give. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Warren Webster, you really give Blake 8.5? Oh, my God. That's kind of low. The way we overrate the players them, and a man truly need to get us some 10. If you had told me that he gets 10 on the day, I would have been okay with it. But oh my God, you guys are rough, man. Oh Lord. Oh, we overrate players, you know, always, you know. And now we have a chance to put the overrating on a player. And we start to take down the numbers. Yo, 8.5 Blake get. You know, 8.2, 8.3. What? His natural score is 8.2. No one gets a 10. No. Warren, but you could have given the man a 9, brother. Because I gave him a 9. Look at our team. Wasn't allowed to play because of the other team was allowed to disrupt plans. But we were punished for a lesser offense, so that is a psychological advantage. That's true. That's true. That's true. What? All right, it's fair. It's fair. So let me go to the next 2 players because we're gonna be fighting here the whole day for Blake. All right, 9.5. All right, so we're getting some bigger one. All right, so Greg Lee, he had the assist. I would say I agree with Cranky because I said it first, Cranky. And I was not watching his stream live. I said it was Greg Lee's goal. Romaret stole the man goal, and to me, he looks offside. He looks offside to me. I heard people taking out rulers, putting on their TV, but to me, he looks offside. So it was Greg Lee damn goal. All right, he looks offside to me. It was Greg Lee's goal. That's what I am saying. All right, so it was Greg Lee's goal, but Romario or Williams stole Greg Lee's goal. So he got an assist, 2 clearance, 1 block shot, 1 total tackle. Ground duels 1 of 1, and aerial duel 2 of 3, which is good, but he lost possession 10 times, had 54 touches, completed 30 of 35, which is 86%. Key passes 1, crosses 0 of 2, so both of them failed. Long balls 3 of 5, which is very good. That is very good from him. Big chances created 1, which was the goal. All right, so it was his actual goal, and 1 shot block. So I thought that he had 2 shots because the goal would have counted as a shot, but they said it's 1 shot and 1 was an assist. All right, yes. So let me know what you give Greg Lee. Taven Gray, 1 shot block, 1 interception, 4 tackles. So a little bit more tackle there, and 1 dribble pass, but he got passed a lot more time than this just 1 dribble pass, to be honest. All right, maybe it was not as close as the one that registered as a dribble pass, but yeah, could see why you guys have the problem with him right there. But I think he played better than the previous times, so he's improving in my opinion. All right, so ground duels 4 of 8, which is decent. Lost the 1 aerial duel there. 6 time possession loss, which is still decent, you know, because it's less than the others. Fouls, 1 foul committed, and touches 52, completed 30 of 34 passes, which is 88%. Long balls 4 of 7, which is decent. All right, yes. So let me know the grays and also the lay numbers. Let me know what numbers you give them. So let me put up Big Bad Damion Lowe and Ethan Pinnock. All right. So Warren says Lay gets a 7. Oh God. All right. Lay 8. Birugulin give Lay a 8. Oh my God. So people taking down Blake's numbers and putting up Greg Lay's. Oh, it's clear goal. Greg Lay, brilliant header. All right. Yeah, I at first I saw that he was upset, and I was wondering why he was upset, because he thought that it was offside. I thought that he thought that it was offside. So I don't think it's because he stole the goal, but because he thought that he run greedily to touch the ball and it was offside. That's what I thought. He thought. All right. New media said 7.5 for Lay. All right, best player on the pitch for the night was Bobby Reid and Blake. All right, media 7.5, 7.9. Dream Mills give Lay. Damn. Tevin give Lay a 6. Another scratch off, a win. Blake planted die at Philadelphia. Oh my God. The turf helped them from getting more goals on them. All right, Sean Sutherland. I will do research on the turf so I can come back and read with you guys. So let me talk about our secret heroes that we have given no credit, because I watched the game a third time, guys. And each time I watch the game, my numbers going up for these two players, people. I'm very sorry, All right. At first, I had them third and fourth best players on the pitch. My goodness. I think both of them might be slightly better than Bobby Reid. No. I'm going to up it, people. But let me go through. Let me go through, because I watched the game the third time and freeze frame, looking at everything, and I'm telling you, people. Ooh, but let me continue. So Damion Lowe. Let me go through Ethan Pinnock. 90 minutes played, 4 chances, 4 clearances, 1 block shot, 1 interception, and 3 tackles. So in total, Ethan Pinnock has 9 defensive contribution right there. Duels, 4 of 6 ground 1, and 1 of 2 area. Last possession 10 times, which is a lot for Ethan, because he's always smooth. But I think that those losses came on the long passes as well, because he did attempted a lot of long passes. He completed a lot, but also missed a lot as well. Around 50% he completed. So 1 foul committed and was fouled once. 56 touches, completed 35 of 48, which is 83%. And most of those missed passes came from the long one, which was 5 of 10. 50%, which is still good, based on how we know long balls. Bless up yourself, Jay Saguna. Bless up yourself, Jay. Anyway, I said, big up JD, checking in late, but I paid my entry fee. Hit the like button. All right, very good. All right, once you pay entry fee, hit the like button. Yeah. So then we go to Ethan Pinnock. Give me Ethan Pinnock's score. I'm gonna give you all of my scores when I'm done. Yes, Ethan Pinnock's score. I've upped Ethan Pinnock's score as well, but now we have Damion Lowe. Damion Lowe is a special character. All right, Damion Lowe is a special character, people. All right, sometimes Damion Lowe can do some fantastic things, and one says he was fault for 2 big errors in the game, but he was helped for 4 big errors in the game. All right, so he helped us 4 big errors, and he made 2 big errors at the end. So wouldn't you take away his big errors that he made and look at the one that he saves and give him 2 credit for the 2 big saves as well then? So cancel out that and give him 2 credit. That's what I would say. But anyways, let me go at the defensive contribution, people. All right, so Lowe had 8 clearances, 1 block shot, 4 interceptions, 6 tackles, and obviously he had 2 dribble pass, which led to big chances. All right, yes. So I can understand where people want to down his numbers. But that is very good. He has what 9 and 10, 19 big contributions, defensive, and in total both of them have 28 in total. All right, 28, yes, 28 in between both of them, which is incredible. Which is incredible with both of them. All right, yes, it's mental. All right. Which is mental. So big up to Damion Lowe. I saw the hard work, especially the clearances when they were putting the balls them in. Without him and Pinnock clearing those balls, it would be a big problem. So him and Pinnock had 12 clearances in the game. That might be more than the entire next team. Both of them had. So I don't think people paying attention to it. So because I had to go back because yesterday I was on Cranky Show and people trying to convince me. Say I need to think a different way. So I screwed my head top off and tried to approach it different. And I watched the game a third time. And I am saying, boy, oh boy, I'm standing firm on everything that I've said. All right, because it is accurate. Where you could say that he had some problem. He had 59 touches, which is a good amount for him, and he had 18 of 29 passes completed, which is 62. So he was poor on the passes, but I thought that his overall contribution as a defender, aside from the passes, was incredible on the night. Tried one cross, he failed at one, and the long balls, you could see where he had all of the problems. His long balls were terrible because he had 1 out of 9. And we can still say, because of Romario Williams not holding up the ball, that helped aid to his 1 out of 9. So we could give him some sympathy there to say that with Mikel Antonio, he would have done better than Romario Williams with aerial balls. So it would have helped his numbers right there, you know? Yes. So Lowe, I do believe that Lowe, watching it, even with the 2 big mistakes, I still believe that he was vying for the man of the match. I actually believe that he was vying for the man of the match. And I could easily see people giving him an 8, even 8.5 or 8.2, even with the 2 big mistakes. Because without the 2 big mistakes, I can avoid the passes because I saw where the passes came from. The bad passes from our defenders came solely because of our midfielders weren't good. And our striker wasn't holding up no ball. All right, so all of those bad passes, the longer passes, that was credited to the poor midfield and the forwards. So you have to beat them on their defensive contribution, which was elite on the night. Because without both of them, I think that without both of them, 3 of those 6 big stops that they made, which is to stop from getting behind, 3 of them would have gotten behind without both of them. So without them, I think that Nicaragua gets at least 7 to 8 clear chances in without both of them. So I want to give him their credit, you know? Yes, Lowe, yeah man, I think Lowe gets a high mark. It's because he does too much things. And when he does some things bad, it just run off his score because the poor passing definitely takes it down. The running behind, the extra fouls, those are the things that really takes down his numbers. And the possession loss, which was 8 out of that was long passes, yes. So definitely, Lowe. I would say Lowe get maybe a 8.2, and Ethan Pinnock, I would give him a 7.7, 7.8. Thought that Lowe was slightly better because he was more involved in everything. Ethan Pinnock is more silky Rose Rice type of player, and he was that type of player. All right, yes, but the activity from Lowe really helped us out this time, especially the last ditch saves from him and Ethan Pinnock was ridiculous. All right, they had like 4 to 5 of those last ditch tackles. Ethan Pinnock, one was the main one of the night. The one that he stretched his leg around the man that got behind the defender. I don't know if you guys saw that one, but that one was a mad save. Lowe had 2 of those, you know, but it was from inside the box and his recovery pace. But Ethan Pinnock was from outside, and if he brought him down, would have been a red card. So that was the biggest save of the night in terms of the 2 defenders. What did I say about Lowe? He had a very good game. He had a very good game, better than what his stat says. Based on what I saw, and I gave him higher rating than Ethan Pinnock in this game because of his activity. Obviously, he had bad activities. People want to beat him for that. But I thought that his so much good activities outweigh the two bad mistakes that he made and the poor passing. Yeah. So that's what I've said. All right, so low, yeah, man, agree. All right, so those are the two. I can see that people really working with the results. Them. So we are going in midfield now. We are going in midfield now, guys. In midfield. So we have Latibodier and Karai Anderson. Latibodier and Karai Anderson. As what I've said, Latibodier, we could say that Latibodier, he really lost his head. And I would it be fair to say that Latibodier have an aggression issue as well? Would it fair to say that he has an aggression, like people can get him off his game? Cause I kind of see that from him, you know. I think him and Lowe are the two most aggressive players we have on the field, you know. And I think he might be equally as aggressive like Lowe, you know. I want to hear what people say because I thought that from he got the kick, from he got the clear foul, which it was a clear foul. Once he made a tackle after and him and the referee kick off, it's like he couldn't concentrate after that. Couldn't concentrate whatsoever. So for me, I think he has to understand that some of these teams will try to go there into red cards. So you have to be very careful. You know, you have to be very careful because he will get yellow cards and lead up to red cards, you know. So I saw because I was seeing it before in other games. But this game really kind of showed it up a little bit more. Yes, yeah man. Only difference, Lati doesn't go to ground as much, but yes, he's just as aggressive. Yeah, man. I saw it, because I'm saying, bro, just take time, the man. They already give you a yellow card, you man. And it look like you're destined to go and fight the man to get a red card. You already saw that they are not reffing in Jamaica's favor. And you look like you want to fight for the rest of the game. I know that it's a dodgy tackle because from behind you should not be tackling people like that. None at all. You know? But his reaction was not good. He could have easily, well, if any little thing go wrong, he could have gotten a red card right there because you're retaliating. You get me? So you have to be careful. So I thought that it gets him off his game. And to be honest, I thought that he was decent in certain areas. Alright, so he had 42 touches, played 75 minutes, 26 of 35, which is 74 on the passing. Long balls, 4 of 7, which is decent. Right there, ground duels, 2 of 4, 4 of 6, and 2 of 2. So his duels were very good. Obviously, he's very aggressive on the night and fired up. Yeah, so he was one of the ones that you could see that his duels really coming through, you know, a little bit too aggressive at times. Last possession 11 times, committed 2 fouls, was fouled once, and 2 clearances there and 3 tackles. So he did his defensive thing. He was trying, you know, but I thought that he lost his head. So sometimes his spacing was a little bit too wide away from Karai. So that could have been exploited easily. You know, he gets a good mark here. He gets a 6.8 here, but I would give him like a 6.5. A 6.5 I would give him, you know. CC said, Latia, get the culture now. Or don't say that, man, because you have less aggressive Jamaicans. So don't make it seem like every Jamaicans are aggressive. Don't make it seem like every single Jamaicans are aggressive. All right? But Lati getting the culture. Oh my God. Let me not say, because maybe CC knows what he's talking about. 52 touches for Karai. His passes little safe. People complained about his safe passes, but I think that retention is always good when you're not in the game. All right, so yeah, I think that he was needed with his passes, people. 31 of 38. I thought that he was not as bad as what people made it out to be. But the first half was definitely bad. The first half was definitely bad. Second half, he came into his own. But the first half was definitely bad. All right, I can agree with people right there. But the second half, thought that he got better, especially closer to the end. 1 of 4 long pass there, which is not good. 1 of 1 dribble. 4 of 5 ground duels. He lost the 1 aerial battle. He lost position 12 times. And fouls committed once. Clearance 2 and 3 tackles. Thought that he got better as the game goes. But if you guys give him a low score, I have no problem. Karai got a damn. Nah, Lamar, you will be the only one that should not be able to vote in this conversation. Because you beat the man so bad. Alright, so, alright, no problem. Let me move. So, Karai, get the lowest score. Alright. Nkunku, says Karai, 6.5 for you. Alright, Karai, 5.5. Karai should get a 4. CC Sports Lab. Oh my God. All right. So, guys, we are going into the big areas them now. Damara Gray. So, Damara Gray and Romario Williams. All right. Damara Gray. Let me pull up Damara Gray. 84 minutes played. Touches 32. 17 of 18 passes, which is 94% with the best accuracy on the team. Two crosses tried, failed both of them. 2 of 3 long passes, which is good, just the same. Shots off target 1, dribbles 2, completed 1 out of the 2. Duels 3 of 5, decent. Aerial duel, lost that 1, last position 7 times, and was fouled twice, offside once. I think this is one of his limited games, yeah. And when we were under pressure, he really never offered much, even though majority of the others never offered much either. But he definitely got showed up over even the rest, included Magee and Bobby Reid, because I thought that everyone they were struggling with the midfield. All right, all 5 of them in midfield. All right, but I would say that he struggled the most out of everyone. The most. He looks a little bit overweight to me. So I don't know if my eyes tricking me or it's just his body developing. I don't know. All right, but he looks a little bit overweight to me. All right. Gray was poor given the level of opposition. So for me, 5. All right. Ooh, Lord. CC, I know what you guys want to hear, so I have to he's overweight and lack fitness. Okay, yeah, but that's what I saw. I think he looks a little bit overweight to me. So all right, I can take the scores of the 6 and 6.5. Yeah, I will accept that for this one 100%. Romario Williams now. Ooh, Romario Williams, because I heard Cranky give him a high mark, you know. Romario Williams 1 goal, which let me not take away the goal for Romario Williams, you know. The referee gave you that goal, Romario Williams. You know you're my boss. I pick up for you. I vouch for you. Yes. But I don't think you're as good as Cranky says. I don't think so. 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 1 shot block. Dribbles tried 3, only 1 completed out of 3. He missed the big chance created early on in the game from Bobby Reid right there. Touches 41, completed 19 of 23, which is 83%, which is good for a striker, because anytime you have over 50% as a striker, it's very good. It's decent, but once you have over 70, it's very good, because you're fighting with more than 1 defenders, so it's always good to get the hold up and link up plays. 1 key pass, 3 of 3 long passes, ground duels 4 of 11, aerial duel 2 of 4. So out of his duels, he had 15 duels and he got 6 out of 15. Exactly what we were talking about. He struggles to get onto the ball, Cranky. And the facts is here to tell her that he struggles to get onto the ball. All right, I saw a man giving Romario 7. Oh my God. I'm not giving. Yeah. 12 times he lost possession, 2 fouls committed, was fouled 3 times, had 1 tackle and 1 dribble pass. Whoo! Alright, man, I'm giving. First off, it wasn't sticking, but second off, got okay, so 7. Everybody give. Oh my God, people! Oh Lord, 7. I can't give Romario 7. You know, 6.5 should be fair. You know, because if you're gonna give Damar Gray 6, I think 6.5 is fair for Romario. 6.7. 6.7. You know what? If you guys give him 7, no problem. Let me go to the controversial one. All right. The controversial ones. All right. So let me get it right here. Bobby Reid once, and then we have Magee Luya. All right. Yeah. So if you guys want to give him 6.7 to 7, okay. But I don't give him the same ratings as Cranky. Yes, but Jason, I had said in my statement just a while ago that he got a higher rating than the Damar Gray, but I don't see the gap was so big, you know. So that's why I would say if Damar Gray gets a 6, he should get a 6.5 or 6.7 max, you know. Yes. All right, so we're gonna go for Lord, help my soul, people. Help my soul. Time for discussing. And we are 1 hour 17 minutes. Let me check the likes on the video. How much likes on the video, people? Before we get into this discussion. Oh, Lord, help me. Please, people, no stop giving scores before we go through the discussion. G-Mills, how can I go around any? Why would the ego so big, bro? Come on, G-Mills, man. Me and the Virgin, man, stop with foolishness, man. I brought up 2 players at once so we can discuss one and then discuss the other. All right, Jesus God. All right. Me I see, Unino. I know it hurt you deeply that the homegrown talent did so well, LB. Oh, that makes sense to you. In your soul, LB. Who called for Romario Williams when all of you guys said he should not be in the team? LB, I think sometimes when you listen to too much stupid people and then believe it, so maybe we'll not lead to the stupid side. Or maybe because your ego is so big, stupid people lead you down a stupid road. Brother, listen to people, watch people's action, and maybe you can learn something. Stop making up stories for other people, man. All right? I lost faith in you. All right? Stats are like, it shows a lot but doesn't show everything. Whatever, CC. CC, that means you're going to go with your ghost phantom talk in now, CC. All right? JD, just give Lowe a higher rating than Pinnock. Chill. No, man, but they don't listen. And they don't take their attention span is like 90 seconds. So how can I be here for 1 hour 19 minutes and he understood anything that I've said? You know? All right. All right, so let me go. So we have Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid played 90 minutes, 43 touches, 21 of 25, 84%. 84% passing accuracy, 3 key passes in the game, 3 key passes in the game, 3 key passes in the game. Crosses 2 of 2, 100%. Long pass 1 of 1, 100%. Big chances created 1 in the game. Shots on target 2 in the game. Dribbles attempted 1 of 1, 100%. Ground duels 5 of 10, 50%. Aerial duels 1 of 1, 100%. Possession lost 9 times. Committed 2 fouls. Was fouled 4 times. Offside twice. clearance once, and once dribble pass. So Bobby Reid, how much you give Bobby Reid? And let me see the tally here. Bobby Reid. Tom 8.5. CC, please, Lego my head, make my brain function. All right? CC, Lego my head, let my brain function. Let me hear it. All right, so we are see B8 across the board. Jesus God. So Jason, you see you, believe me. All right, 8.5. All right, 8.5. All right, 8.5. All right. I can agree with 8.5. You get a 7.6 here. And that's why I give Blake a 9. That's why I gave Blake a 9. You're so like funny. 7. Omar Fowling give Bobby Reid. Jesus God. 7. So Bobby Reid get 0.6 less than Omar Fowling and David. Jesus God. Oh my God. All right. And guys, we are going to open the platform, you know, so people can give their take on their favorite players. So I will let people speak. I won't interfere. Once you come in and you talk on the player, I will not talk. I have nothing to say. I'm just giving you guys a platform for you to speak. All right? Yeah. All right. So we're getting, I think it worked out to 8.5 because we got some 9. We got some 9s. All right? So people, because we're not going to do the bench, you know. We're not going to do the bench. Let me open the Discord. All right, let me open the Discord. Oh, God. Now let me put in my earplug. Oh, Lord. Help me. People already in the Discord? Okay. Oh, my. So they knew that I would have opened the Discord. Oh, no. They're in the Discord, but it's not, it's not the same location. All right. So can I post this? Oh, my God. All right. I'll post it right there. No, I'm going to. I've opened the call in. All right, let me go to Magee's. Let me go to Magee's numbers, because we get like a 8.5 in total for Bobby Reid. So Magee played 78 minutes, 46 touches from Magee. 28 of 32 passes, which is 88%, which is good. Very good. 88%. One key pass in the game. Long balls. Oh my God. Long passes. Sorry. It's what written here, people. It's what written here. Long passes. But it says long balls. 4 of 6. 4 of 6, which is very good as well. Long balls. Long passes. 4 of 6. Dribbles attempted 1 of 1, 100%. Ground duels, 4 of 8, 50%. Possession loss 10. Was foul 1. Interception 1, which is very good, and 2 tackles made in the game. So that's it for Magee's number. So give his vote. I won't say anything on that. Let me give the people a chance to come in the Discord. 1 second, people. Let me get it up. Let me get it up because so vote away. I'm going to do maximum 2.5 hours here. So I have 1 more hour to go. Please do hit the like button, share, and subscribe. All right. All right. 1 second. I'm trying to get the link shared so people can get it. Yeah. All right. So get it. We're still far away from 200 likes, people. Still far away from 200. All right, but let me post it here. All right, so that's the link for the Discord, people. Let me pin it right here. Oh my God, the amount of comment. You guys love drama, man. All right, you guys love drama. The fights are real. All right, so people, the votes going up on the sidebar. I've dropped the link there. All right, let me change it over now. Where is the 1 second, guys? I'm trying to get the call in. All right, I don't have any call in here. Okay, that's the problem. Let me add this to it. All right. All right. So I've made it already. So it's just gonna come straight in. All right. So all right. So that means it should be into the show now. All right. So let me get it. Big up yourself, Sherman. Massive respect. Let me go for it. Oh my God. Oh, why? All right. All right. So Dr. Ure said 7.1 for Magee. Why people? That's what. So I can't even read out what's actually on the paper. CC saying why when I am just reading what's on the paper. I had to change the name so it can be accepted in Jamaica. Nkunku said 7.5 was so clean on the ball. All right. Guard says 7. TD says 8. Lamar says 6.9 for Magee. Good morning, Owen. Thanks for being here. David says 7. New Media said a solid 7. In the know said 7.5. Webster said 7.5. Dr. Ear said 7.1. Another scratch off says 7. Dre Anyway said Magee 9 for him. All right. Lamar says Henry 9. Lulu says 7.5. Tevin said JD, the two best players was Bobby, Reid, and Blake. Magee was okay, but the man of the match was Blake. Yeah, we know that, but we still try chop it up just the same. Owen says 9. Y'all capping, okay. Freddie says 7.5. All right. 1 Billy Diamond. All right. Oh my God. Tyreek Neymar gets a 7. That's Omzo in the building. All right. Another scratch off said 7. Jamaican Family Vibe said 7. All right. Tevin says 6.5 for Magee. Jesus God. Gmail said 7.9 for Magee. Sherman Scott said 69. Oh, no. 6.9. You don't mean that. Jesus God. Oh my God. Jamam says 7. Jammer Rental says 8.25. Oh my God. Listen to Magesi was 9 for me. Dre Anyway. Magesi. Oh my God. Magee 8.5. Jay, please stop the capping. Okay. Okay, so people, all right. So I'm gonna take the panelists at this point because you guys, this is the most vote I've seen, and the votes are all over the place.
Yeah, big range of
so the vote, I can't even range. The vote is like maybe 7.3. It worked out to exactly what he got in, Jason, because some people give him 6.5 to 9.
Yeah,
but the 9 is very low, like 5 to 4 people give him 9. Some more people, around 7% give him 8 to 8.2.5, because you have to remember that 2.5, I don't know what is wrong with John Rock Rental, why he can't say 8.2. Say 8.2.5. All right. Oh my God, the man say 8 few. Then big up yourself, J-Ross, massive respect. Get involved, J-Ross. How much I give him? And then the 7 to 7.5 is the most common one in the chat. All right, and his rating here is 7.2. All right, so it will work out to around 7.5, 7.6. Would you guys say that? Would you guys agree with the voting? Said it goes to that. Would you guys agree with what I've rounded it off to be? 7.5, 7.6?
Yeah, that's all about right.
All right, that's what the vote gave it. So I'm gonna listen to CC and Jason now to give their take. I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. You're gonna start with Magee before you go to the other guys then.
Yeah, man. So all right, so me go with Magee. So I think the one key pass, it kind of like that's why I say start sometime set away because I think Magee had 2 goal creating actions. In the one in the first half, because goal creating action is one of 2 of the final actions before the goal.
Yes.
So
there are key passes. There are actually key passes in a CC.
But I think key pass is more like the shot assist. That would be the pass that
Bobby not necessarily.
Big chances.
The one key pass.
CC.
The one
big
key
chance
pass was for the goal.
Yes, the next one
was. That is what I'm saying. That's why I was saying to you that I brought it back to say it's a goal creating action because he made the pass that Bobby Reid collected. Bobby Reid now made the square, so Bobby Reid got the key pass.
No, Bobby Reid
instead
got
of
the big
No,
chance. The
no,
big chance
no.
created. Big chance
Yes.
created is not key pass. CC, it's not the same.
Mag- All right, JD, just listen to a message and just bear with what I'm saying to
Jesus
you.
God. All right,
But
all right.
CC, we just hear
No,
what
me
you
know
say.
me right
And
here,
we-
CC.
You ever
And
say
may I
that
say
different
key-
way, no?
Remember, say key pass. No, but all right. So may I tell you, say key pass can be translated as a shot assist. No? You know that, right?
A shot assist.
Okay.
No, key
All right,
pass can't be rated as a shot assist. Big chance is the only thing is to the shot assist. Because you assist the play itself. So Bobby Reid own goal would have turned into a shot assist in football terms, CC. That is a shot assist. The key pass would have still meant but what the pass that Magee made to Bobby Reid. That would have been the key
All right,
pass.
so
But I
you see
understand what you're trying to say. You're saying that he did good final the creative moments. He had good moments in it, but that was not counted on the statistic sheet. That's what you want to say, CC.
Yeah, but may I say
But
the
see,
first.
but
All right, remember I make one
so
in the
CC,
first half.
listen up. Apart from the goal in the first half, that key pass there that Reid played. I mean, not Reid. Magee played. What's the other one you think that they left off?
But the other
What's
pass that he made when he was on I think he was on the right channel when he made it to Bobby Reid, and then Bobby Reid made the pass across the box, made the square,
the pass?
the two square,
The one
square.
that Romario Williams missed.
Yeah, the one that
The one
I
that
think
Romario Williams missed was
Okay,
not
the one that
not
Romario
Magee.
no,
Williams
not the one
missed.
that
Magee
Romario
That
never
was
have
not
nothing to do
Magee.
with it.
no,
Magee never have nothing
That
to do
was
with it.
Bobby
not the
Reid
one that
alone.
Romario,
Bobby Reid
the one
alone
Bobby
that
play.
not the one that Romario.
Anderson got a
Remember the one in the second half, where he
Yes,
split
it's
the
in the
two.
But you
second half
just
you're
said
talking.
first half though. So what you say?
Yeah, so CC,
One in the first.
hold on. CC, go with first half first because remember you're analyzing CC. So we want to see what you saw. We are giving floor.
He made one in the first half, and I think that
Yes,
one
okay.
did lead up to the
That
goal.
led to a goal, correct?
Yes, and then this is the reason why I'm not the one that he went the diagonal, and the ball came to Romario Williams. Where Romario Williams was in a position where if he controlled the ball, he could have taken a shot. That's why I would say that was a one-on-one opportunity or 1v1 with I think a defender did come across. But
Okay.
that one
So
was
you're
going to the
saying that
CC, what I say? JD, before you go, just I said like yesterday there was a play similar to this, and well, JD was discussing a game, and he said, they created more big chances than that, but they were called offside. And I was saying, JD, you cannot put a big chance if the game never even played. I mean, yes, it was a dangerous opportunity, but we can't statistically say that was a big chance. And JD was kind of disagreeing with me. But you see, now you're putting what JD was saying yesterday, So JD, you have to agree with him,
No,
because
but
do the same thing you were doing.
But I never disagreed with him.
Okay.
That's why I said I'm trying to
no problem.
figure out what he's trying to say. And then I said, I literally just you're not listening to me. I literally said, okay, because I know what you're saying. Even though the shot never got taken by Romario Williams, it can still accredited as a key pass because it was technically a key pass.
Because
But it's not going to be registered.
I think if Romario Williams was all right, say probably if you had a Mikel Antonio there, there's a possibility that we would have gotten something out of it. Not saying that because I think the way in which the pass was weighted, Romario Williams should have done far better. So I can't penalize the passer of the ball. I have to penalize the person who did not take the opportunity. So therefore, I think it did not register on the stat sheet. But that was the other play. I think the third play now was in the second half now. In the second half, because I think he made other little passes. When you're feeling out the game, trying to slow down the tempo of the game and balance the game. So he made a lot of other passes with Bobby Reid. And I think, as I said, Bobby Reid was the best outfield player, I think. And then you'd have the goalkeeper, which is Andre being the best player, I think, because the all of the shots. But in the second half, he made one where I think he split the midfielder and the defender. I think it was almost like a reverse pass, but he made it.
Yes, that's one. That was the one on the right wide channel to Bobby Reid. That was the pass. That was the main pass of the day for him.
That was the main pass. That was the main pass. So I think those three moments, but only one register in the stat sheet. So that's why I was saying those three moments. I think could have led to something. And that's why I was saying it was 3 goal-creating actions, not necessarily only one of them where a goal ended up out of it. And it was the
But
first
CC, we can't some pushback on that, to say that couldn't, because he played a square pass out in the wide right channel. You have an inside channel, and he played it in the wide right channel.
But it was more on the wing and less so in the half space, So it was less work for Bobby Reid to get in behind the defense.
So you're still saying that it's a goal chance created, or it's just a key pass?
What was the final result of that? Did we get a corner out of that pass? I think Bobby Reid took a shot.
That's where the next goal came from. That's where the goal came from. Yes, that's where the goal came from.
Yeah, man, and they will score the goal. So that's why I was saying, based on how I think maybe the register the stats, and this wouldn't show it up. But I think because of that, it was a live pass that lead to a dead pass that lead to a goal. So it's just in the way in which it was set up, because the motion of play turned out into a goal contribution, or a goal ended up in that probably 5 passes or sequence of play.
All right, so CC, based on all of that, what you just said, which we already had acknowledged that he had passes. I don't agree that you want to say they are goal bound, this and that. I think what Bobby Reid did, because I think you're discrediting what Bobby Reid did then after. This is where, if it's a wide right channel, if you agree that it's a wide right channel, it's just a key pass. And it's based off what Bobby Reid did on that one to turn it into a key pass, CC. But we agree, But I'm saying I think that is slightly more giving Magee too much credit on that pass than to say what Bobby Reid did after that led to the action. That's what I am saying in that one. The rest of them, I could agree. The one that he puts into Williams, I could agree on that one. Yeah. But the one for Bobby Reid in the wide right channel, I don't think it's so much of a goal defining moments as yet. I think what Bobby Reid did after, we have to give him his credit on that, because I thought that the guy worked for more respect, and we tried to take him down.
We're not take Bobby Reid respect, but look, all right, JD, how much actions did Bobby Reid take before there was a shot?
How much actions he took before there was a shot?
Yes.
He had the cross before. Yeah, but
I say when Magee passed the ball, what did Bobby Reid do before there was a shot?
He controlled under duress, pushed it past 2 people.
And then strike
2 people.
Yes, and then
there was a player on his right and on his left. There was a player on his right and his left.
Go back and look.
Are you just telling me?
CC,
Are you just telling me? Split people enough. So where them?
CC,
all right. So
CC, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get CC. Don't worry. I'm going to try and get it from Concacaf. I'm going to put it up.
Yeah, but I said we are going to narrow it down to key pass then, because I think I probably look back for memory if you say in pass. He was to be 2 players based on how the pass was made. Because that's where it's going to come down to. If it be 2 players based on how the pass was made, then it's a key pass. Then it's a key pass.
Look, the pass was a layup. The pass was a layup in terms of he put it to him in stride, so he could get it and run onto it and move past the 2 players. But it's not like the first half pass when the pass beat people. It's Bobby Reid control and push the ball past the people them. So
because I said the pass split 2 persons. So it's the weight of the pass. It split 2 persons, and then Bobby Reid making the run in behind in the channel and collecting the ball. So if you're saying that he pushed the ball past 2 other people in order to create the opportunity,
but CC it's past 2 people. But you see the third one is on the left of Bobby Reid as well. So when him collect it, him still have to worry about the player to his right and to his left. And he did well to start his feet, control, push past the 2 of them, and then shoot before the keeper came all the way out. It got blocked at the corner, but look, we're not taking nothing from the pass. It was a good pass. The timing of the pass was good. It made Bobby Reid be able to take it in stride and run past them. But I could see where the stats never called that one a key pass.
Yes, and we agree with CC and his involvement in plays. That is true.
Yes.
But I think that we're overblowing it and not want to give the other people him. The goal was in 67 minutes, 69 minutes.
68, 69, something like that.
69.
69 minutes.
JD,
Yeah, hello?
a G-Mills, me no wear cap bucket hat. A long time me no see no ball go through some backline like when Magee put a ball through the backline, all the defender, the referee, all full wingman them. Not even expect the ball to come through that little child in there.
But I don't think anybody disagreeing with you, none at all. I think we're just trying to work on breaking down things to see if we can give the fan base more clarity. That's all. I think
But
people just
JD,
woke up
why
knowing.
people think Bobby Reid? Why people think we're taking credit from Bobby Reid? Bobby Reid was the best outfield player.
No,
I've seen
no.
it.
I think
Bobby
what they
Reid was
no,
doing
no.
it.
Look, Cece, you need to listen. I think when everybody's speaking in Jamaica, I
Follow
can
the
promise
comment.
you, it's Bobby, is Magee. I make every newspaper and every vlogger. I go talk about Magee and act like everything is gonna be Magee because they don't respect the overseas players. Them, it's a true thing.
No, JD, no. Bobby Reid, our best player for the
That's what
last
me
two
and
and
you
a
are
half
see.
years.
No, that's what me and you are see, and everybody else in the world are see. But I saw the opposite. It is Magee. Everybody are talk about. They're not giving Bobby Reid no credit.
Don't get me wrong. Bobby Reid are the best
G Mills. I
other than
hear a man on Cranky Show yesterday. So we stop running experiment with Bobby Reid. So he didn't want Bobby Reid play again. He must have forget Bobby Reid out the field.
Bobby Reid our workhorse, Bobby Reid do look at things then enough man nah do Bobby Reid tackle, Bobby Reid get back, Bobby Reid score, Bobby Reid pass, Bobby Reid do all dirty work for midfield. He just never really have no help. So him get a look at help where him can go 1-2 with.
I think Bobby Reid is the most talented player we have in the squad because the player
Versatile.
have the ability. Yep. When I say, even if we want to say versatile, I'm going to use the word talented because Bobby Reid has the ability to be plugged and played anywhere.
I wouldn't say the most talented, because I would have say raw talent is between Magee and Ravel. So I wouldn't say most talented, but I would say most versatile.
But it takes talent to be able to play wing back, right wing, play striker, play
I think he's the most educated. He's the most educated player.
We need to
Messi is the most talented baller. Messi is the most talented baller in our full generation, but him don't defend. So you couldn't say him is versatile.
I think Bobby Reid might be the most educated footballer we have because of the over the years what he have actually played, and he played a long time at the highest level. Forward.
What is versatility? No brains.
Yes, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, your brain.
Versatility is 90% brains, brain work.
Yeah, but he excels in it, and I want to say because the versatility, you can just be good at, you can know everything, but not good at everything.
Yeah.
I think Bobby Reid is almost good at almost everything. So I think that the education and the experience that he had over the experience that he has really take him over the top. That's what I would put it as. I'm trying to get the play.
Most of the time, why we don't really see Bobby Reid talent is because him don't really have no help. A midfield is play with three. It's a trio, even the wings. It's a trio, it's a triangle. Him don't really have a baller with probably the same sequences as him most of the time through the midfield. I see man Casey Palmer try a thing in a Cuba match where it work. But you see him and Tyreek Magee, them click better to me. Automatic.
So guys, this is the play. As you saw here, Magee is on the ball. You know what I don't like? Everybody forgot a pitch of a ball that played to Magee. And everybody start talking about the ball. One of the best ball play in the entire game. Guess who played the ball? Let me see if Jason, you're the analytic man. Guess who played one of the best ball of the entire game?
To start that ball game and that
best
goal,
ball of the entire
game. Bobby send the ball over there. And then him and Reid Magee, because Magee drift infield with the ball, and Bobby Reid now stand up inside, the man go outside and take back the space. And it's that create the space to play the pass. So
somebody in the chat get it. The best ball play for the entire game from Jamaica is Pinnock. And
Pinnock,
everybody
the
talk
ball
about the
Pinnock
ball
pass
when
the right
Magee
way.
pass after.
Him start the play. Him start the play
Everybody
from the
talk about
left.
the ball when
Which
Magee
play?
pass
The
after, you
ball
know.
will come off for the left to the right wing.
So
Correct.
Gmail, that tells you
Yeah.
what Jamaica is in one sentence. The most difficult ball of the entire day was passed by a defender, which is Ethan Pinnock. And everybody talk about what Magee did. Yes, sir.
But Pinnock is playing at the pinnacle of football. Right now, Pinnock is
Okay.
top 5 centre back in the Premier League. That's
Say-
not
you-
what
you-
I'm
you-
saying. That's
say
what the
no- you know-
Premier League saying.
You know what you sound like now? You sound like Cranky saying that we can't give Blake the man of the match because Blake play good every day. But we have to
Basically,
that-
Blake has been the most reliable footballer for the last 6 years. 3 tournaments strong.
But
Yeah.
JD,
Yeah.
let me tell you some different. One key difference that I think people missing. You see that same ball the way you see Ethan Pinnock play
Mhm.
in that game.
Mhm.
In the Cuba game, Ethan Pinnock play about trading ball.
Yes, we know that. We know that.
Ah,
We get ready
JD.
for it.
This one, the
JD.
player capable
That ball there.
Hold on, the
All right.
Gmails. Jimmy, have you listened to the
Yeah,
other guys?
the
Them so we can-
player capable of converting that ball into something. I don't know if on the day or it's because of the first game, but Ethan Pinnock seems to have those type of plays in him. So you see, if the team is clicking, may I tell you, say, yo, every game you probably see one ball like that. Him just have them. So I wasn't surprised that he made that pass because I've seen him do it.
But me not
multiple
surprised
times.
that Magee made the same passes that he made because that's what
All
we
right.
expect from him. Yeah.
JD.
Yes. So
JD.
no, because so all of the Gmails. So what we are going down to now, it is because so we expect
No, man.
me I try to make the fan base get what the problem in and we untweeting Jason. We untweeting now. So because we expect Ethan Pinnock to play a certain way, we expect Mikel Antonio to play a certain way, we expect Andre Blake to play a certain way when they come in the team. We have to keep on finding
it's called,
yeah, go ahead.
it's called desensitization because look on it like
Yo.
this. When people are Jamaica, when the Reid says some people dead, it's like we don't even have a reaction anymore. It's like we say, Jano, somebody else dead. So we're not having the height of surprise that we used to have when we first start learning about people dying. The more you hear about it, the more regular it becomes. So the same reasoning you're using with the Pinnock pass is like, well, we see him do it a lot of the time, so it's almost like we shouldn't really highlight it and just expect it. But no, we have to take it in its own thing.
I'm gonna show you
still have
why.
to get its credit, you know?
Jason, why I'm gonna show you that it's a relatability problem. I saw Liam Bailey make one pass like what Ethan Pinnock make 15 times in Jamaica team. And we talk about that one pass that he made, the switch pass, Jason. Even you talk about it, Jason. And we laud him for it. We laud it for it. But this man do it every time. And Liam Bailey is in the Premier League at the pinnacle. Gmail. So Gmail, all I'm trying to show you, there is a bias. And we accept it because they're all our players and I can understand where people are coming from. But when I'm assessing things, I just want people to see that we are just being fair when we are talking about other people, when you want me to talk about one person. That is my problem right there. So I'm just trying to show you that it's an equal playing field for me. And when the truth comes out, you will see that I am the most non-biased person you could ever find. Because
Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Sorry if it's the interject. Messi and Ronaldo score. If a man here say Messi score 50 goals this season, a man I say, oh, man, 50 goal Messi, Lionel Messi. 50 goal, like it is normal. Because 50 goal, the man they score 50 goal every season for the past 10 seasons. So people become like immune to 50 goal. When them see right now, say for example now, them see a striker score, a player score 30 goal for the season, them say, oh, he couldn't do better. When them know 30 goals is to be the normal. So I can understand the point where you say, yo, like people might overlook the Ethan Pinnock thing, but because I think it's when it comes to consistency, if Magee now translate this into consistency where every single game you see him play for Jamaica, he's doing this over and over.
You think that they're gonna stop go over the top? I don't think
They
so.
would have to stop go over the top.
I think you're gonna get the answer. So I would love for Magee to get more chance in the national team, just for me to prove that I don't. You're gonna see that you have a separation for real.
Oh, no, they don't use that word. Don't use that word. Don't use that.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
because it don't sound right.
I
You
know
never
that,
said just for you to prove.
I know.
Just for you to prove.
No, I said I would love
right.
for him to be in the team because I know that if other people come in, he might not be one of them to get the nod over the others. So I'm just saying I hope that he gets more game time in the team and he continues to play like this. So we can see if the hype goes down. Because I will tell you that it will not go down. It will not go down at all. I remember Walter Boyd. I remember Walter Boyd as well in the national team, CC. And I can tell you, Burton can do every damn thing on planet Earth. And Walter Boyd do 2 dribble. Brother, and nobody not talk about Burton and Burton win the game. So CC.
Well, guess what? Right now, people are saying, there's a discussion. People are saying Walter Boyd is better than Leon B. So me I tell you, say don't tread another water. So people now there's a discussion.
That's what I'm telling you, CC. When Jamaica have a favorite, especially from a younger age, because Leon Bailey was never a favorite for Jamaica. You remember, Leon Bailey was never a favorite for Jamaica, to be honest, you know. It's only when they can use him to in their egotistic arguments worldwide, they call on Leon Bailey. But he was never a favorite for Jamaican people. So Magee, Whisper, Kaim Dixon, what the other guy, man, that midfielder guy, that around 23 now and he pretty much stopped playing football. That one, Peter Lee Vassell. Those are the favorites for Jamaica.
Walker.
I am too young. El Granier said that I am too young to know about Walter Boyd. What? You listen to me head ball. You know, let me leave it alone. El Granier, I walked to stadium when Jamaica qualified 1998. So I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm too young for know about Walter Boyd. 1998? Man, a roadman, man. I want to the people. Stop with the foolishness.
Take your credit, JD. Look young.
So, El Granero, tell me sorry. Because I've shared my story about walking to Mountain View.
Depends on
so tell me sorry.
Andre Steele. I'm going to tell you. Big
boss, I wanted to play the goal, you know, because I don't want to get copyright from Concacaf.
Play the goal.
So I wanted to just drop it. All right, Jesus. Ethan Pinnock. Bobby Reid passed it to see it? So Bobby Reid passed it to Magee. Ethan Pinnock passed it to Bobby Reid. Bobby Reid passed it to Magee, and Magee passed it back to Bobby Reid. And then Bobby Reid braked behind one player here. CC, so one already. And then one come to close up and he whips it across, and that was the corner. So 2 player was there, CC. 2 player was there. But I would say that it was slightly more inside. It's slightly more inside. CC, it's slightly more inside. I want to give you credit.
Notice what I was saying to you there. Yes. I was saying based on the way in which Magee passed the ball. The 2 player the 2 central defender, they were the distance. So Bobby Reid had time and space to make up his mind.
So it is slightly inside. Inside right channel, slightly inside the right channel. We know that Bobby Reid did the most on the thing because he made the key pass to Ethan Pinnock. So Ethan Pinnock, Bobby Reid, then to Magee, then Magee back to Bobby Reid. Then Bobby Reid pushed it past one, pushed himself past one, get the invited ball, then whip it across around the next one, and then the third player stopped it for it to go for a corner, people. So that was the action. Yeah. That was the action. I can't remember the others. Yes, so you can give him credit. You can give him credit for that pass. All right. I'm not gonna lie, Magee pass was nice though. Yes, guys. That's why we put it up on the screen here, so people know what we're speaking on.
JD, to be honest, now that I see that play again, I would have given that a second key pass in the game.
All
But
right.
I wasn't even talking about this play now. There's another play where Magee have the ball wide and him play a square pass into Bobby Reid, and that's when him dribble past 2 man and shoot.
Oh, that one that I wasn't
That's the
talking
one
Yeah.
where
about.
Bobby
Because
Reid got the
I saw
shot
that
off.
one, man.
That's what
Correct.
so that was
I thought you were describing that play, but
no,
this
man, but
play
we're
right
talking
here,
about the one that
Joshua.
led to the goal. That's why we're talking about that.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
because it
gotcha,
goes for a
gotcha.
corner.
Well, that other
Yeah.
one went out for a corner too, so I thought maybe that was the play before the goal, but this is the actual play before the goal. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's why.
Cool.
Because I
So
think the other one that Jason was talking about, I think Bobby Reid had to do too much work for me to actually put a bunch of effort. For example, to give Magee so much weight on it, because Bobby Reid had to do more work in that other play. Even though he did a lot of work in this play, you know, but he had to do more work in that play. So this was the play I was talking about, man. So I was saying those
Yeah,
three
I would.
plays.
I could have said 2 key pass then, because that to me is a key pass as
yeah,
well.
we can credit him for 2 key passes in the game. We can credit him for 2 key passes in the game because I think that one is good enough for me to say that. You get me? It doesn't matter, because if you don't take 2 to 3 extra steps, I want to say that you're relying on the pass of the player. You understand me? But obviously, so that's what I agree with CC. The one that he had to beat people coming around and set up the square it and all of that. I would not say it's a key pass right there. All right. Yes. Wayne Beckford, we said it's a brilliant pass. We said it. So Vision says, even wanted to go to sleep when you saw like the lineup. No, that was based off. Sometimes when I'm wicked to me, you know. I said, and I asked the fans them if they want me to stay up. And they said yes, and I said I'm going to stay up. Yes, because I said if Bobby Reid starts over KC Palmer, if Magee starts over KC Palmer, I'm not watching the game. But I got information that KC Palmer is carrying an injury. You understand me? So I couldn't, if I'm talking talent for talent, I know that should not be possible. You understand me? Especially the guy performed the last time. You get me? Because he was in the Concacaf team of the window. So that can't be better. You understand me? So that's what my conversation was on. So please follow my argument and stop hating on me. I saw your visionary, Alan. You're a real hater of me, but it's okay. So anyways,
but JD, to be honest though, I'm happy the coach started Magee in this game. So because if he didn't start this game, I don't think he would have started the Honduras game. And we would still be in a situation where we're saying, should Tyreek Magee be in the squad? Because you would not probably see a lot of him. If you can say, in the next game, we want to see what he can do in the next game.
This was the best opportunity for him to get that.
Yeah, man, this was the best opportunity for him to show himself.
Honduras is going to be a little bit harder, so I love the fact that he got some more space in this game rather than Honduras, because Honduras, we are under so much pressure. Even though I think this one we're Jason, which one you would say we are under more pressure, the Honduras game or this game? Because I think this game was mad enough.
Honduras game for me. Honduras game for me because the quality of shots were better for Honduras in that game. I mean, yes, Honduras, they had a lot of efforts, but I don't think they were as good efforts as in the Honduras game.
But like the pressure that will come under, I would still say Honduras was slightly better. Yeah,
I would say Honduras was under more pressure.
Honduras now them name Hondo with Chimeras. About 5 years now, they're not beat, so we trim the rest.
Yeah. But see the games that we play against Honduras, boy, I can only say that it's because we just score the goals them. Because almost all of them games there, Honduras kind of have our ticket.
Remember, JD, we spoke about this and we were saying this is the World Cup qualifying home game, the last game of the last cycle. That was probably the best Honduras performance.
Yes,
every other performance,
the best time we
scraping
ever
one love
yes,
and scraping.
Paul was the best performance we had against Honduras. Where we said we deserve to win it because we created more chances and we control the play. But all of them other 5 games that we are talking about, brother, upon the ground Blake, they are skate off him teeth,
No, but them say that Blake they in the goal for JD.
Jason, no. We're not gonna start put some respect on Blake name, But that him there in the goal for. People, only just don't give Honduras no credit. But them say,
the designer play though. You know what I don't know, JD? You know what I try to figure out though? I'm wondering if the coach, because I see some designer play where he's trying to put the players in position to take high percentage shots, and rather than to take low percentage shots. But for me, that decreases the number of attempts we make outside the box. And sometimes
And
people blame like a Casey
entry
Palmer.
CC. Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Sometimes people blame players like Casey Palmer and some other players, but they don't realize it. The way in which the coach is designing the plays, it's not allowing them the freedom to say, all right,
CC, that is every coach for Jamaica. Only Paul alone have advanced actions, you know. And more than defensive coverages. You know, all of our coaches are defensive. You know, Whitmore 100%. Schaefer's was organized, but he was still defense first as well. Then Algrimson a defense only. And then the forwards them try to do whatever they want to do. Yeah. And then this coach, it looks like a defending first. He's trying. And that's
It
a
looks
sad
like
thing.
a little more of a balance under this coach, though, JD, to be honest. I mean, I talk like even when the style of defending that I see him using, we don't see the large gaps in the midfield and the defense and the forward line. Like, and it's the first time I've seen a Jamaica team like actually playing man to man. Like when they had the ball, like you see everybody tied to somebody. A lot of times we play more zonal under the last coach. So I like that little change because when we have the advantage physically like we do against a team, we need to put them under pressure.
But Jason,
so
but true, everyone will say why I'm so hard on that style is because when we look at our team to the other teams, them like these teams that like Nicaragua, everybody are individual higher caliber players playing higher places. So,
yeah, but we have to give credence to the fact that this Chilean coach working with them since 2022. So yes, individually we're better than them in a JD. But remember, I'm not
talking for myself. I'm not talking. I'm talking for people. That's what they think.
Okay.
So I'm trying to break it down for them.
Well, may I educate the people them too? Yeah.
No, you can answer. I had answered already, but you cannot go ahead.
Yeah, but as I say, we have to give credence to like time with a coach and system being implemented and in place. Because yes, that is how a team that's not better than other teams individually can stay in a game if they have a system that they understand and implement well. And Nicaragua as a team, we know that they possess the ball well. And the fact that they only had 54 to our 46, that is a step up. I think under previous coaches, it would have been in the 60s. And it's the pressure that we put on them man to man all over the park. So
that means you would agree with the phrase that we out talent them in certain areas.
Absolutely. Okay. And I agree with the coach when he said in the press conference that the difference in the game was the two attacking boxes for both teams. We did better with our entries in terms of creating something, and we did a better job of blocking their entries. And I think that was the key to the game. That is the truth.
All right. So New Wave says, put a super chat and said, Magee is a breath of fresh air to the Jamaican set. If he plays on Monday, Antonio will receive some beautiful passes. With that said, Magee situation has further exposed Vlaga's bias. All right. So I think you should expand on that if you're talking we as bias, because I thought that we are very clear. We come back to certain things, giving miscredit, but also stick on others. New Wave. All right. So New Wave, if you're gonna stick to that one, we can call you bias as well, because the only thing we push back on is to say that Magee was not better than Bobby Reid, and every mathematics showed you that that was not the case. So if you want, we gave Magee his credit to say he played well, and we like his style. We are going to be discussing if he gets a possible start in the next game soon on the panel. Just a quick rundown. That's what we wanted to do, but you can't just say the bias. And if you're referring to us, I think it would be criminally unfair. But I think it might not be us you're saying. It might not be us you're saying right here, because I thought that we give him a fair shout. But we also give the other people them credit, because our job is to watch the game multiple times, show you that this happens, because I know that you guys ain't going to watch it back. You understand me? And bring it forward to you. So the argument changes when we bring reality to you. You understand me? So we are just the realist. All right? Yes, that's what I would say right there. But I will wait on your reply. Type in fast. Sorry for the misspell. Well, explain yourself. Explain yourself. All right? Yeah, man. So people, please do get the likes up, share and subscribe.
No, me just say he's right, but the bias is for Magee.
JD, not 18. We just disagreed on the starting front line. All right, no problem, no problem. The panel, all right, because I've never took center stage on this, I gave you and G Mills and CC, because overall vloggers, not just you. There is a clear divide. No, I think there is a clear footballing knowledge base, to be honest, or what we try to go with the footballing information. So you have vloggers that only sell sensationalism to the Jamaican fan base. That is just facts, nothing else, and they know that. But we honestly try to give you the facts, prove it to you. So there is no divide. There is just education, and people choose to just don't talk about nothing and just keep a party and all the vibes. That is what the difference is. So the truth is, don't class vloggers, because I am not no vlogger. I am an analyst or a football analyst on YouTube. So class it as that, because it's like you're taking away. It's like you're taking away the credit of we doing our actual work, watching the games, and put everybody in the same box, which I think would be disrespectful. You understand me, New Wave? So I think that's the way you should look at it. We are not the same, and we don't want to be the same. We don't choose views over providing information to truthful information to the fan base. So I feel offended when you put it in the box of flaggers. All right? And nobody can disagree with my statement there, because this is what I fight for, a name recognition and what we do. All right? Yes.
Yeah, but JD, just like I said before, because I think that's why I think even when time I speak, sometimes people try to attack me because my probably name CC and take the controversial. Maybe that's what I want to see stand for. But as I said, we watch the game, we see the actions, you see where Magee play the game, Bobby Reid is what the role. I think overall, this is a good thing, because if we are fighting to say, all right, Ethan Pinnock, Bobby Reid, we can point to several players, as opposed to once upon a time we have to point to an individual. You understand what I say? So, like, there was more of a consensus on an individual player, as opposed to right now the game being spread out and we're looking more like a team. So I think people have to take that into perspective, because we don't want to be reduced to, yes, we want an individual player can do their individual brilliance, because I think even when Mikel Antonio came in the team, I think out of his goals, then I think 3 of them were individual plays or individual brilliance, and he never got enough team effort, which would have increased his opportunities, which probably could have increased his goal tally. Yeah. And that is something that we are seeing changing in front of us. So I think the direction is just upward, and people just have to look at that and not necessarily look at the people. For example, I don't want...
Hold on, CC, before we're going to get a second point, let me just answer Uptown Kingston here. JD, what makes you think your vlogging is more superior? I said I'm not vlogging. And if you had listened to everything that I've just said, I said I'm an analyst and I'm studying to achieve what I'm trying to achieve. Some of these guys are just vloggers. Jason trying to achieve something similar to me or going on the field. So we are doing different. So all we are just saying, we just want to be known, or I want to be known as somebody that will not just do YouTube for YouTube views, but at least what I am trying to aspire to be. So it's something different. Why you want to class me into something what I'm not a part of? That's all I've said. So I just want you to differentiate it. So when you come to me, you expect me to watch the game 2 to 3 times. I am not going to just jump and do a post-match. I have no problem with people doing that. But I don't want to be in that bracket. So it is not about why I feel like I'm more superior. No, it is what I am trying to do, which is a different thing. All right, so why you believe that I am acting superior? I think I am not. I am just trying to differentiate what I do and what you should expect from me. So you should not expect me to say I am doing a post-match instant, because I don't want to talk out of turn. I want to know what I'm talking about. I give myself time to educate myself, and can come and give you a proper argument on it and bring the facts and everything. I know by then, maybe you already consume all the information that you want, but I am satisfied with myself to do it that way. I hope that answers your question very well. All right? I hope that answers yourself your question very well right there, big boss. All right, that's what I want to be. Nothing else. It has nothing about who are gonna them better than this. I don't know how someone will come to these conclusions, man. Because I made sure myself clear with my statement before, But I answered you, big boss. I answered you, so you don't have to go anywhere. It's very clear. So go ahead now, Jason and everybody on platform. We want to talk about if he starts. All right.
Yeah, so one thing we've talked a lot about Magee since we've been on the panel, and I think one thing that I will say is one thing I haven't heard anybody really bring up, and I thought it was impressive for him, and maybe this take is a bit based on what I've seen from him in the past, but I was extremely impressed not only with the passing, but I thought that he did a much better job of screening on that side. I thought there was one play in particular where I don't know if he made the mistake or not, but they won the ball from us. The left back on the other team, Acevedo, start tearing down the left flank. And I see Magee sprint him down and tackle the man and put it out for a throw. And that little play right there showed me that there's a difference in this version of Magee from one time. Because a lot of other times when we watch Magee play, we pinpoint only one aspect of the game. When him on the ball, what him do with the ball. And there was a few times I could point to Magee putting in different type of work than I've seen. And he did mention that one difference in the USL that him see is that it's harder in terms of the physical, the running. And him said that he's picking that up more, and that's why he's getting more game. And I thought there was evidence of that in the game on Thursday night, where I saw more work rate from him, which we never really get to see that ever. Me personally, I've never seen it. So I have to give him his credit there. I think that nobody really brought that up, which is surprising. But that's something that I definitely saw.
What nobody brought up?
No, so we've been talking about Magee going back and forth, and I don't hear nobody talk about the work rate that he had on the other side as well.
We mentioned that we talk about his defensive duels and everything. We just never mention it this time. You can't mention everything, Jason, because you're fighting.
That is true. That is true.
You're fighting with
that is true. Well, I just wanted to put that out there. That I saw that Mr. Magee and continue that work.
We mentioned it several times. I mentioned it from the same night on the stream. But once you start, that's why I said I'm trying to change the channel to I can speak on something so I get to get out everything that you have, that you're written down. You understand me? Rather than when you come to the warehouse. The warehouse misinformation missed out because you have to fight with a chat, Yes, so it's not easy.
Yeah, man. So I address this brother in the new media because me say, JD, let me tell you, I'm okay with people disagreeing with me because it's what all knowledge don't reside in one brain. That's confusion.
That's true. That's true.
Listen to me. So at the end of the day, like I can come out and make an assessment and somebody don't agree with me, just like how we were talking about the play and the sequence of play, and then we replayed it because guess what? If we all watch the match, because there are games that some people might watch a game and some people don't watch a game, and then that's where lies the confusion. But we all would have watched the game on the panel, as opposed to probably some people in the chat. We watch the game with an eye if it can come and discuss the game.
Yes,
as opposed to some people just watching the game for euphoria. You understand? So it's a total different thing. So my thing is that I'm not being fictional in the sense where I'm going to talk about a player and because I think comparison is theft of joy. So I don't necessarily like to compare players because when you compare player, a lot of times it ended up in diminishing that player to build up the other player, and you don't need that because you don't need to.
Yeah, but CC,
if you're analyzing, you have to stop thinking like that. If you're going to be in the analysis world, you have to.
No, man, I analyze, not compare. Yeah, I analyze. I don't compare.
CC, a lot of times when you're doing analysis, it you have to do it comparatively. Yes. You have to. You cannot.
Yeah, which is fine. No, I remove the comparison. Something there. Jason. What I'm saying is about the comparative part that I'm talking about taking out is to suggest, analytically, I can suggest that this player, his sequence of plays were more effective and efficient for the team as opposed to the other player. As opposed to me.
CC, you see the minute where you say more than, that means you're comparing.
Yes.
So in your analysis right now, you're still using comparison. That's all I'm saying. It's impossible. You're going to have to compare.
Yes, CC. So sometimes you can't have once you take up a job, CC,
Yeah.
you can't take up the PPM job and then try to tell them, say, listen to me, no people. Me I gotta do analytical work, but you see when me come out to my starting 11, me I gotta try keep why me come to the starting 11. That's what you pretty much just said in CC. You're gonna omit the reason or you get to the starting 11 when people, that means you're cutting out everybody's take as to how you get to it. I had to come here and explain myself away why I gave Lowe and Pinnock so high rating in the game. Nobody saw that because everybody jumped to the euphoria that you just talked about. You understand me?
But that's why I'm telling you, say, come back down to the same thing where that's why I was saying, even my thing about the saying the comparison is removing the negative part of it so people can know, say, analytically, just like how we can use the stats a while ago, but just like how we can add our layer if you say this should have been a key pass added onto the other key pass that Magee got. You understand what I say? Because we have seen it in the game. So sometimes the statistician might not get the entire picture, and that's where we come in. You understand the message, JD?
Okay.
So that's what we are talking about, because look on the ratings that you would have given. The rating that you would have given Damion Lowe is different to the rating that SofaScore would have given, right?
Yes. But the reason why you just said CC, sometimes some actions happen on the field that because you never connected to the ball, it does not count. Because in your spatial marking does not count. So if I saw him blocking off a zone, but the player decided to turn around, I still count that in my analysis, But that's not available. I have to bring the video now to show people that, look at it, Damion Lowe turned the guy off right there, But you never saw that, and that's a big help to the overall approach of the player. But that did not gotten take into account in order for the numbers to go up, because it's physical actions. That's why they said you don't use analytics alone. You have to watch the games, and then maybe when you come here, you show what they did in the game plus what you saw as well, and then put everything together to make a number. So that's what you were doing with Magee. CC, that's the same thing you were doing with Magee. Because you wanted to give him more than what he got. So you're trying to find the reason to give him more for people to accept it, CC. So that's what you're doing.
No, but that's I said, that's why I'm saying to you that's if I'm to talk about the player, I talk about the player in that sense. But say as a point out, comparison I got happen between the players. It is going to happen. It doesn't matter. And you're comparing every player. That means there's no special player who is above comparison or above critiquing. So I mean, yeah.
All right. So let me just do a fast breakdown, people, because it's 4:00 now. I have my meat already put out. I have to mash it up, and get my dinner start chopping up, Yes, because man, I have to live the life, JD, Magee and Reid should be in the middle along with a CDM. All right, now Visionary Alan, that's where you need a big board upside the head top. All right, so let me have the discussion, because Visionary Island beat to people. Say some Visionary Island get what the person want, because I don't know if it's a he or a she. Then the big board argument don't sound good then, Jason. If it's a she. I'm very sorry. Mistake. I've made a mistake, all right? Yes, I made a mistake.
We don't condone violence here,
Yes, if you're a lady, I'm very sorry. But if you're a man, you can get the big board upside the head top. All right. So anyways,
Christopher Wisdom want to know what kind of meat you're burning up today.
No, it's rice and peas and chicken I'm gonna make, man. My kid, my mother-in-law coming for my daughter, so I will have the house for myself from 6:00. So I'm gonna start preparing my chicken. I have my chicken already thawed out from before I started the stream. So
all the neighbor them watch out. JD get mad when him house empty, man.
Why?
Be nice.
No. I don't turn up my knives. I'm gonna play FIFA, learn as much. So when I do come on back next week,
you're making Jamaica great today.
No, I'm not making Jamaica great. I'm trying to learn to be great in the game, so I can make Jamaica great by extension.
Because it look like JD want to be all right. Slide up manager guy. When we did play FIFA manager, and go manage the club
No, man,
over in
no,
France.
Oh,
no.
we'll
No,
still,
no, man, I go
Will
to school.
still.
No, man, I
Will
go to school. He never gone away. Him does the
yeah, still
FIFA management of the foolishness.
football manager. Yeah, him play that.
Okay.
Well,
Mhm.
Will Jay still
So,
a Jay
so
still a-
Okay, college
still a-
man. Oh,
Jay-
Visionary Allen says he's a college man. Okay, so that means him same one on the big board.
I mean, take the man, man.
All right. Anyways, so let me get into it, people. We're gonna do a different breakdown because Jason might be doing his breakdown. So we just put them a fasting, what we saw in the game, and what we would have done. Obviously, everybody will change their one because they are YouTubers, so they will change their main one. In their own videos, so you can go back and watch their videos, support them. I don't know if CC does analysis and lineups because he said he's not comparing anybody. So CC is like the J. Cole of YouTube.
No man,
Yes.
I wanna do like analytics and things, but me not have the equipment then man if you can actually because everything I do is mobile right now. So
Okay. Yeah, man, but CC, you're acting like J. Cole of YouTube, you know? J. Cole don't want to fight with nobody at all. And tell people say I'm the best. You know, J. Cole need to just sit down. And that's a problem. So
yeah,
anyway.
I think
Yes, and I want-
honestly, when you're an analyst, you know, it basically you just have to know, say, if you do your job properly, people not gonna like you. Simple. Because fans will always have them favorites, and as an analyst, you cannot play favorites. You have to just talk about what you see in the game. So yeah, I mean, it's impossible to see. People are gonna burn you out if you really truly analyze things because some people gonna see the game different, and some people just gonna have them favorites where them nothing wrong with them ever do.
Yeah,
And that's
come
just
on,
how it
come on,
goes as
people.
fans.
I think no more people left to burn me out tonight. One of them burn me out already, so me not have
Well,
nothing to do with
that is true because you don't do it now on a screen and you get burnt out. So yeah, you shouldn't really be worried about it.
All right. So
Yeah,
Christopher says, JD, is it possible to do a top 10 players and that the prospect that we can approach? That should be a separate video.
That's a good show. That's a good show.
That's a good show to do, you know. That's a good show. But Christopher, to be honest with you, we have already started and we are making a lot of progress. We've made a lot of progress. But it wouldn't be fair for us to share those ones. So so we're gonna try and see if we can put something like that together. But because we're involved in it, it's gonna come off a little bit disingenuous.
It's a touchy one. It's a touchy one.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah,
I think I have to leave. No, but Jason might can't do it either because he has too much information too. Yeah, but you know, maybe CC.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think honestly, what we see with this New England setup and thing, the man clearly a pre what we are going with. So I don't know if broadcasting all the people them on the airwaves is the greatest thing to do because I feel like some of these people, you know, them literally just pre what we're going on and then they make them choices accordingly, you know. I really and truly feel so. One time I never think so, but me I changed my mind with that, honestly, because the people some players when you know hear them even look pan all of a sudden. I mean, to me, Cadamartier came out of nowhere last year for the England team. And you can't tell me that never have nothing to do with our team.
No, Jason. No. I want to say that it might not have nothing to do with ours, but it got sped up after we paid the player mine. Because what I did when I knew about him, it is so like 2-3 days when I started to investigate and everything. At that point, I saw the requests came in for him. That England is starting to money time. So they were and Jamaica never started at that time. They never started.
Okay, so they were monitoring, but it could have just accelerated when you get the call.
The acceleration started when Jamaica, it went in the news that Jamaica wanted to call him. The next week I saw an article that Jamaica and England will be fighting for him. So Cadamartier was a perfect one to say that sometimes you have to be careful. Once you see, if I am assessing the player and saw that the player have true talent, like even Madasil, I know that he can spring up back instant and come back in the Premier League if he does extremely well. Because if he gets 15 goals and maybe 5-10 assists, Jason, I think he goes back to Everton or one of those clubs.
And to be honest, JD, when you look on it from a next way now, you could have said, well, what if we stop highlighting the players? Will our people even know the players?
Thank you, Jason. And that is my biggest problem. What me know now,
it's
I
a
can't
tough
stop.
spot to be in.
I
you know?
can't stop
Yeah.
highlight the players then, because really and truly, people, enough of these players and talents, you know. I think I don't give myself enough credit, you know. But be honest, you, a lot of these talents was highlighted, like what the potential that they truly have was kind of highlighted by me. To be honest, so and people use that to propel themselves to get the job done. So we can't stop highlight them as well, because I think that if we stop, as to what Jason says, people just avoid them, you know.
Out of sight, out of mind, yeah.
Yeah, so people, it's a tough one. Christopher, I like the idea, you know.
Yeah, I think we just have to make sure that the players that you choose to highlight on there, it's a certain stage of what's going on. You know,
Thank
maybe
you, Jason.
it's like the people them that really and truly them don't have no contact with nobody yet, and we just try get them name out there so that the JFF can know, okay, this is a player, okay, and you know, if we gonna bring a player to the table, you know that there has been some kind of something with the player. People just assume we just pull out names out of nowhere a lot of the time. People, trust me, a lot of the times there's more to it than what we can say. So just remember that as well.
King Uptown Kingston, why are you fighting against me? Uptown Kingston, these are things that conversation that I'm having and trying to figure the best way, because we're thinking everything. Uptown Kingston, I can't be like you, you know, in the comment section just trying to find something to fight, you know. At the end of the day, it's Jamaica. We're trying to help, you know, and we don't want anything. You get me? We are trying to help them, and every time we see some pushback, because the problem, what Jason trying to say is, some of us as Jamaicans don't want the players them. And we know what Jamaica needs. Day by day, we are seeing it. Even you, some of you guys that are fighting the process, you yourself see that we might need them. So we might know what you need more than what you know what you need. And that is a problem. So it's kind of tied. And then England have the luxury to just cap the players them or influence them to go at U21s and make them feel like, okay, use this next 2 years to prepare yourself to the part that you can benefit off what we have provided for you right there. So we have to look at things different from just being a YouTuber. And now it comes back to the same argument, Mr. Uptown Kingston. That's why I can't class myself as a YouTuber. Because my actions them don't support me just getting the best for myself. My actions them, Jason, support me by doing the best for the country. To be honest, that's what I'm trying to aim for. So I can't say that is a function of a YouTuber, because I think a YouTuber always wants to benefit himself first, you know. All right, I rate you, JD, but you can get delusional sometimes. Jesus God. So what about that reason was delusional? You don't know what I'm talking about. You know that I'm talking about some conversations, but you don't know what conversation I'm talking about. So just, I'm not going to tell you. All right, so Jason,
look at the matter in a scored another week, man. I think him scored against Grimsby Town another week.
We're not going to even. The man's so delusional, yeah.
Yeah, I think JD. I think there's going to be some, you know, regardless of, because you know it is sensitive information some of the time, and people need to understand that. But I feel like some, until you can just verbatim say what you have to say in terms of why you're saying what you're saying, they're gonna have a mindset like Uptown. But that's so it go. Everybody can't be pleased, and some people, until them see proof of every single thing, no matter where you're doing the space so far, it not count for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, look how much time you forward Black and tell me something after the fact, when it was okay to tell us, and they still don't give you that little level of respect to say, okay, maybe there's something in something if he's talking about this.
Like the other day when I came here and said Ishan Bernard is injured, and I saw everybody has spin around because they don't know, you know. Everybody has spin around on them head top and try to figure out what is possible, because with their JFF we don't even know what is brother talk about. And then the coach come and tell you the same thing what I told you 2 days before. And then I don't hear you guys say, oh God, so JD, oh you know that? When you stay on the soul and get upset. But that's
but you know more know though, JD, why there is a like when a man say why there is a separation, because you're the out person say thank God for you. Let me say, you have not what you were saying or what JC is saying, but you have persons who would say, thank God for the UK based players, thank God for XYZ players, but thank God for Jamaica. Because if there's no Jamaica, there's no player.
Thank
So
God
me
for
don't know
Jamaica.
why.
What? I don't understand.
All
what?
right. Put it like no. When you're saying thank God for the UK based player, this player came something there through the fact that there's some Jamaican linkage, Jamaican grandparent, Jamaican parent, or Jamaican you understand Jamaican parent or grandparent? I think he probably even great grandparent. So when they're saying thank God for UK based players, it's still thank God for Jamaica because the parent might have been born in Jamaica, migrated for better for their family, and outside of that produced a player that is able to come and contribute back to Jamaica.
CC, you're so on the right, you know, CC. You're so on the right, you know.
So on the right,
let me ask you something.
Oh my God.
So when
Really?
the player them forward and a play for it, them wear a jersey with a red thing go through the Jamaica one? Like, is there anything on the field that differentiate them from being a Jamaican?
No, but CC won't cuss them.
No, me hear what you say. No, hear what you say. But CC I say, why we have to even say thank God for anything? We not want to hear UK based.
No, but my problem is that when I'm gonna say thank God for the diaspora, and I'm saying for a diaspora to exist, there has to be a country that existed and have persons who have migrated.
That statement in itself, thank God for the diaspora. That don't mean Jamaica don't exist, CC. Why you taking that to mean it? No,
CC, is something wrong with it. Yo, yesterday,
no, something wrong with me, JD. But
you know why me know you say CC? You know why me know say still something wrong with you? Yesterday, me make some statement, you know, about Jamaica, you know, and what we are, you know. CC, come on, yo, what Jamaica do, you brother? CC, stop it, brother. The man gone to say that.
Hold on. No, man. You have to look into it, you know, JD. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Why is it all right? But may I tell you, maybe I will always get the backlash on this because I go push back when a man go just come and say, I may see people say something, sometimes I have to say, all right, okay. My thing about it is this. All of the players are Jamaican. I'm not saying any different.
Agree 1,000% with
yes,
that.
But yes. When a man come out now and say, thank God for the diaspora, I'm like, bro, like, when you're saying thank God for the diaspora, what are you saying for the other side of it?
No, what are we saying, CC? Because if we had only to depend on locals only, we couldn't do what we're doing now because we don't have the resources there to improve the locals then. Because that argument came from Trinidad and Tobago being xenophobic and don't like anybody outside, included even their the other part, diaspora. They have to make it difficult and now they are getting embarrassed, CC. So that's where the conversation come from. CC, that's where they come from to say thank God for these guys. CC, you cannot refute what we're saying because.
All right, may I show you something, JD? May I say to you, say, me migrate now. Say, me migrate now. I'm going to get a youth. May I just show you, me get a youth and my youth come back and play netball or basketball or so, one of the sports for the country, for Jamaica. And a person going to say, thank God for that player to come and represent Jamaica. The player came to represent Jamaica. It is a quote. It's because of me migrating and going into a better environment.
But you can't see what anybody else say. It makes perfect sense to say thank God because him could have choose the next environment who gave him the opportunity.
And me could have choose not to go overseas and keep the person here.
CC, I think you reach heights of. CC, you're wrong, but now just stop, my brother. CC, the people are talking about the player itself. If you breed a woman, CC, have a pitney, him have him own choice. You can't bully him to force to do him.
Him have him one choice. Yeah, you have him one choice.
So if the man come and play for Jamaica, CC, that means him listen to what. So if Jamaica go and do something for Jamaica, that means she listen to what I've said about Jamaica, like what we do and want to represent me. You understand me? And ourselves as
JD,
well.
I gave the player. All right, look at it like this. I gave my child the option where he could have an option between two different things.
Oh
Before
my
he would have not had an option. He would have not had
Alright,
option.
so
If he
CC,
breed the
not
woman at
exist
Jamaica,
before that,
whatever, if
CC.
he breed the
CC,
woman at Jamaica,
CC.
there's no option there.
CC, let me ask you something. CC, let me ask you something. If people stop saying thank God for the diaspora player and start saying thank God say we go somewhere and breed woman, you that happier?
No, I'm just saying, just leave it alone. Like saying, give thanks for all the players that plays for Jamaica. Like you don't need to put the
Yeah, but
label of
CC, do you
diaspora.
understand?
CC,
Do
you
you
want to take
understand
away
why?
credit from the
Do you
people.
understand? But CC, do you understand why people would say thanks? Because they are the players that had a choice. They didn't have to play for us, They could have played somewhere else. And we can all agree that a lot of the times the teams that they could play for, whether it's the England or the USA or wherever they were born, they would have a better setup than Jamaica in terms of all things, resources, everything. So that's why they are worthy of being thanked, because they had a choice and they chose the choice that maybe don't look the best for them career or anything.
So CC, explain
I understand
CC,
what
please.
you guys are saying.
CC, please explain what started the situation, which is Trinidad and Tobago can't beat Cuba, can't beat nobody. Sorry to mention Trinidad.
All right, so watch out. I'm going to give you the smoking gun now, JD.
Yes.
JD, Jason, and the people in the chat. I'm going to give you the smoking gun. You notice I call the players Jamaican players, right?
Yes.
So I don't have a need to say thank God for the diaspora.
So CC knows somebody different.
Hold on, because the players are Jamaican. So I don't have to separate them to thank them because they are Jamaican. But people find the need to separate them and say, I like the fact that they are diasporan. They are Jamaican people first.
CC, let me smoke, CC. Since you want to just continue this madness. CC, don't we have quota system in our damn write up from JFF? Lie or true, CC?
No, man, it's true. Okay,
so that kill the argument, CC. That means we have to give the people credit. Thank God for the man who still come big and every blockage put in them way. That's what people do in CC. Just giving people credit for what they see the effort that they put out, CC. We can't believe you now see what me and Jason are trying to say.
No,
and everybody
me tell you, I try to say, but me I say, JD, let me tell you, I feel the negative people who are creating a quota to block the people. Me burn out them people, because at the end of the day, me CC recognize these. I recognize all of the players that play for Jamaica and some who are not yet have played for Jamaica and some who have not yet gotten a passport to represent Jamaica as Jamaicans, right? Because that is their right. Some of them are not even. They are more than Jamaicans because they are dual. They are dual nationals, are dual citizens, are dual. They have Jamaican and other territories. So I recognize them as Jamaican as well. The people who are black them, me no rate them people. I mean, I like the fact that they're blacking them. Yeah. But I wouldn't necessarily use the word diaspora, because I think when that word is being used, it is to separate.
But fear, CC. But fear. Gmails, please mute the mic and then come in when yeah. CC.
Oh, you mute that, JD. Me I try exit, but I try exit.
Okay, all right. Let me exit it then. No problem. Let me disconnect. All right.
Press the red button. Yeah.
All right. So anyways, CC, what we're saying here, when the coach spoke on the players, them, you have to use a name for people to understand. But the coach never said he said the heritage players them. That's what he said. He came in today. He came in last couple months and he's saying a different name. He never said all the Jamaicans them. And even me myself not even happy with how he phrased it. But CC have to say something different because he knows that they are different.
I know, but I'm saying I would just say the Jamaican players, because if people ask me in the press conference, I'm gonna say the Jamaican players. And if somebody said the heritage players, I say all players are treated as one. All players have Jamaican nationality, so all players are Jamaican. What do you see? If I'm here, the coach, when them ask me about heritage, you know what I would say to them? What I would say to them, Jason, is this: if people come and say, "Oh, what these players are heritage," I say then, me ask them, say, which country are they representing? They're representing Jamaica. So why is it that you feel the need to come and separate the players? That I would say to the people, because at the end of the day, I feel like because when the word is used consistently and over time, it breeds contempt over a period of time. So I am trying to remove that word from my vocabulary and talk about the players as the players.
I don't know Omega try reason.
Look, that in it that way just say that way just say in itself, I have no problem with. I totally agree that the distinction is overplayed. You know, especially once they have, made the decision to play for us, there's really no need to differentiate that at that point. I agree with that. I mean, but again, it goes back to the coach having to, if the coach is talking to a crowd of reporters, right? And they're asking him about players who haven't represented the country as yet. I don't think it would be accurate of him to say he has to call them something.
He has to call them
Yeah,
something.
which is understandable.
Yes.
Let me say the final
I overs the point of, okay, once they're here, there's no need to differentiate and say this player came from something. No, they are playing for Jamaica.
But Jason, you can differentiate to say in the argument like what is arming Trinidad? Why Jamaica improving?
Because I'm tell you what is arming Trinidad.
Hold on, Sisi. But what make Jamaica improving and Trinidad going back way? People have to go into the details, Jason, and say it. You can't lie around it. You can't say we just develop 24 new players and them a superstar, them are playing in the Premier League. No, we get the players from overseas. So it's two different conversations. Me hear CC, but we have to tell the truth. We can't tell a lie.
I'm going to tell you what the problem with Trinidad. Trinidad is not embracing of their extended family, or they are not embracing of the actual extension of their country.
Yeah, because
that is what is their problem,
right?
They don't embrace. They don't embrace the extension of their family, and as a result, they are diminishing.
So, Cece, what we just
say? Jamaicans are fighting. No, I'm saying we as Jamaicans are fighting because we have some of us who want to embrace our extended family or extension of our country because everybody couldn't stay at Jamaica. There's not enough opportunities for everybody to stay at Jamaica. So people graduate, go overseas, create a better opportunity, and outside of that opportunity, Jamaica has benefited and flourished over the years. Therefore, we have embraced that. Trinidad and some of these other countries are not embracing it. And as a result, in terms of the sporting aspect of it, it has become their downfall. And I'm saying that when the players transition and come over to play for Jamaica, I feel like the use of the word has convoluted the whole conversation and been overblown so much where it creates a rift. And I'm trying to eliminate that rift.
But CC, I think that it comes from literally inside Jamaica, not just outside Jamaica. Because the way I heard them speak and the players they don't even talk as the players them. Oh yeah, this guy UK. I heard the commentary them and it's just all the man them think. CC, you can't fight
but
them.
Me I tell you, say the people them deserve to get a beating because every single politician have a child that is a dual citizen. Why is that so? Every single politician in Jamaica has a child that has been born in the US. I'm not gonna say every single, majority of them have a child that has been born in a different country. Okay. By extension, that child is Jamaican. So the people them are hypocrites who wants to go against saying that these players are not Jamaican. They are just hypocrites, JD. So I am not giving them any kind of energy. I am not giving them no petrol, no 90, no diesel, no ultra low sulfur.
No, I'm trying to get where you're going, but I'm just saying that these conversations will look at Suriname. Suriname is a perfect example. I think you have slight problems there, but they are much more welcoming to the guys them. So it works out a little bit better. Chris, I'm not taking any calls. I don't have any calling. You have to join the Discord, and the Discord is pinned at the top right there. I only have like 20 more minutes maximum, to be honest. But I get you, CC. I get you. Chris, yeah, kill my battery. I only have 28% on battery now, and 15% on the next battery, man. Chris, stop the man. I told you to call
28% left.
Yes, at 20 at me work with, man. Yeah. JD, no. Melsha, he's trying to give his take, but CC talking about something different from what we had in mind, because we had the lineup to do, but I guess I have to just leave the lineup for next day. To be honest,
we can use. I mean, we exhaust this conversation, JD. CC making point. We agree with part of it. We not agree with some of it. We have 20 more minutes. We could just put a team on the team and see how it looks in Honduras.
Let me do that. Because Chris I try calling. Chris Stammer.
Chris have a point on this. Okay.
Chris
Stammer want to
Stammer calling. And you know if Stammer start talk. Chris, I told you to join the Discord. You have a link at the top. If you can't work with the Discord, we can't get you on because my phone is dying and my daughter's grandmother should come and I need to get the call, Chris. I'm very sorry, but you have to get in the Discord. Because you notice, you see why shows can go down the line. CC took my show into a part that I never talked on, and then Stammer hear that, and that is his information.
Oh no, yeah.
To just take my show down to 6 hours. So let me move on from what Stammer want.
Yeah, man. Good conversation though. I think CC at the beginning of your talk, I was against every single thing you're saying, but you made some points that I can understand. So I think a lot of times, CC, you I don't know if you do it on purpose, but you start out with something that you know everybody gonna just say, oh, and then over time when you explain yourself, it diminishes the thing. So I don't know that style that maybe start with the other part first, Jason, and then maybe.
When you say CC is the analytic king, because he does draw out the stories them, so he can sell more odds. Oh my God!
No, but what ends up happening a lot of time when I hear CC on programs, he says something that everybody push back against, and then over time, as him talking, people start to understand more what he was trying to say. So I don't know if it's just
because I'm telling you, the thing about it is sometimes I see the person and the message is kind of different because initially I will make a point, and I think the point because the initial point people react to the initial point. But then when I give the details to the point now, then they realize what I actually said. So the first part of it is the point itself. But I cannot give the details and then give the point at the end.
Why not? You can't do your mic drop moment at the beginning. Build up to your mic drop moment. That may I try to coach you.
Jason, may have 20 minutes. I try to make CC start the next conversation. Why?
No, man.
All right. In a team.
All right. So the man him say Kyle Butler would make more passes than Magee or something like that. Him say. Hold on. Let me see what Magee. Imaxit say. Yes, professional pro club, a madman. Yeah. Kyle Butler would make more accurate passes and tackles than Anderson. Oh, than Anderson, not Magee. Than Anderson. Jesus God.
Oh God, lot of mercy.
Yo, so look like a barrel.
How much game Kyle have to go play in a JPL before we start here. Butler a ball team in a team. And that me they want to find out. But
Kyle look like he wants to roll down the road. Already. Kyle look like a barrel, brother. Jason Kyle look like a barrel.
So yeah, Butler take credit for Magee. Me fix him him head, him neck, him right arm. It's one year, man.
Well, but he can't take the credit.
No, but we remember when him born him out. We remember when him born out the little kids, so he can't take the credit for that one. Yes, man. Kyle Butler is not ready. Kyle Butler is not ready at all, people. We saw Kyle Butler, and he's not in the best condition at all. If you drop him, he just rolls down the road.
Mr. Butler said he was looking like squash, but I don't know. It's like.
Yeah, that is
that. Him lose 25 pounds in 2 months or a month. So yeah, him just need to lose another 25 again, or maybe more. Hello?
Yes. Crispy, you're here, but we are just getting into our chopping up, So you have reached the show late, Crispy. So you're gonna get involved in the best 11. All right. Umzo, I saw you fighting against me. Yes.
I really wanted to talk about what CC was talking about.
No, Chris, that me know. CC, me know. Chris, me say me not have that program today, Chris. So you can't talk on it today. Me done a 20 minutes me have, and the whole crowd await on the best 11 for Honduras. So you can call back on the next one because I have the show long, Chris, and you just wait on 1 point. Me know. That me tell the people. That me tell them so that you call for brother. But me can't do that, Chris, today. All right, me I beg you, please. Just spare me one stream.
So when can I call back?
You can call back the next any stream you have. Me go do a walk my stream. Just start the truth, me and name it, and you just come on and say what you want to say. All right?
Yes. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Respect, Chris. All right.
All right,
Yeah,
big
man.
up, Stammer.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
That a Chris, guys. I know say that Chris want to talk about me because he never touched the button on at all until that time. You know?
All right, so I see you have two people on the screen already. Them, nobody not gonna argue them there, right?
Yes,
Blake
that's
and
why I put
Pinnock.
them
So
on the
everybody
screen.
know. Mhm. So centre back partner for Pinnock people.
Oh,
Start
what is
dropping
wrong
the
with
people.
Umzo, man? Umzo, me try to finish the show. Chris never want to talk about them, so Chris say want to talk about what the
But
CC
Just
talk
a
about.
complaint. Just a complaint says a football show and no football not talking. So oh am I complain? We go back to the football now. Oh, him say okay. CC get to talk too long. Okay, lad, Umzo man. Make up your mind, Umzo. No football, they say.
So, Jason, how we look at the formation? What formation you think it would be best suited?
I would actually go back with the similar formation, the 4-2-3-1 that we saw yesterday. I would go back with that again. I like the fact that I just like the balance in that formation. I think it keep us as tight as possible in terms of when we lose possession. I like how the transition look to me. But you know, maybe I disagree there.
No,
But
I
I
disagree.
think
I think you should draw back them a little bit deeper and turn it in a 4-5-1. That'd be better.
and to be honest, you know, the 4-5-1 is basically 4-2-3-1. You know, it just depends on who you want to write.
Yeah, push the players them higher. The wing, the two.
Correct.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
My function would have been a bit
it
different.
can turn into that in those times and moments when we need to get a little more compact. You know, we want the two wide players in the tree to kind of forward back into midfield a little more narrow, and then it can become that 4-5-1 when we're defending. So it have versatility. So we could just put out the players them for combat to Honduras or break.
All right. So CC and Jason, who you
centre back partner. I don't think I would break up the Lowe and Pinnock. Oh wait, is Lowe on yellow card suspension?
Yeah,
Somebody can let me know.
That's what people said. Lowe is suspended. That's what people said.
I thought I heard the commentator mention it when I was watching back the game, but I don't know how this card thing working on because the number 11 for Nicaragua had 2 yellows in the first 2 games and he played against us. So I don't know what the hell is going on.
2 yellow, but you never mean if a 3 consecutive yellow Damion Lowe have. Because let me check it. People will know.
You get a yellow card this game?
Of course, you get a yellow card this game.
He got a yellow. He tackled the man from behind.
I didn't get them, man. I think he get a Cuba.
No, it's just Cuba and the Nicaragua game. He didn't get one in Honduras game. So if it is 3 cards,
he doesn't have any card in Honduras. So
no, so it's just Cuba and Nicaragua.
You know, I'm not card in Honduras because they came off half time and they never get enough time for them madness. Right.
Yeah, so so Lowe is out there still saying Lowe is suspended for multiple yellow cards. So 2 yellow cards get people suspended. All right.
So why did the number 11 for Nicaragua play against us? Somebody can explain that to me then.
All right, no problem.
Because that player had 2 yellow cards in the first 2 games. So I don't know. When I was doing my preview for the game, I put him on the bench because he had 2 yellows, but then I see him playing and he started and he captain. So I'm trying to figure out, is it 2 cards or 3 cards?
I think it's more of 3 cards than 2 cards still, but people saying Lowe suspended again. I don't know. They're saying it, you know. Lati Bodier, let me see how much cards Lati Bodier gets, because Lati Bodier might be one of those mans that he will get cards on a regular. All right, so Lati Bodier, he never got any card in none of the 2 games, them. And this is the first card he got. So we can't use any comparison. We can't use any comparison, people. So we are gonna check first before we jump to conclusion. We will check first. Yeah. So let me exclude the Lowe for now. Or we go with the Lowe. Should we go with the Lowe for now? Because obviously people
I think if he's there, I would say he starts. If he's available.
So if Lowe is there, he starts, guys. So Damion Lowe would gain his position back if he's there. All right. Yes, based on the performance. Greg Lee gets his place back. Jason.
Yes, I would start Greg Lee again. No need to experiment over there. He was solid and basically solid most of the time. So go ahead and put him in his spot. Left back, I have no problem.
Freddie, they said Lowe is out, but does that work with him for now? All right, because we saw others have 2 yellow cards back to back and still never missed any game. So we're gonna investigate. So once we start our breakdown, we are gonna be sure if he's out or not. We are gonna be sure. All right, right back now, Jason. CC, get involved. What are you guys looking at?
In the right
Well,
back
the right,
position, I go ahead, Jason.
yeah. So the right back position for me, I think this is one of the ones before the last game that I had a big struggle trying to figure out. I agreed with the coach. I went with Tavon due to the form. I kind of
Agreed.
took the form of the player over what we've seen from Jamaica, because if you just base it off Jamaica's performance, I would say Dexter is ahead of him. But we have to factor in what's going on. We follow the player, so we can't act like we don't see what's going on. Dexter hasn't really gotten the game time that we would have wanted since the season started. And when you compare that to Gray, who is having probably one of
Yeah.
his best seasons
Yes, he's
in
one
the
of the best
MLS,
players. Yeah. Facts.
I think you have to kind of factor that in. And I think I would like to see him in a tougher game in this form. So for that reason, we have seen Dexter play Mexico, I've seen Dexter play Panama, USA, everybody, and we know what he can bring. But I think Tavon is still in a period where it's almost like he's proving to people that he belongs. So I want that to continue, and I would start him in this game to see the test of a better opponent and see how him hold up in that game. So I would
Okay.
start Gray again.
All right, CC are opposite to that, because CC.
No man,
I
I
heard.
can agree with
Okay.
what Jason's saying. I think
What?
Dexter is the first choice right back right now. Dexter right now is ahead of Tavon from the performances that we have seen from Dexter. But based on the last window and him transferring to the new club now, I think in Switzerland, and not getting enough game time, I think right now we have to stick with Tavon to see what he can offer us. I don't necessarily like when there's a substitute for a defender, but in any event, we could always take him off and substitute Dexter. But I would start him to see what he can offer us. But I think Dexter is the first choice right back in the side.
All
So
right.
starting Tavon doesn't mean that he has overtaken Dexter in
It
the
just means that
pecking
he's
order.
more available in your eyes.
He's just
All right.
more ready in
All
my
right.
eyes.
All right. Fair enough.
But
Mr.
then again,
Mr. Specialization say he's a rubbish. Oh my God. Damn. Wolf, go ahead, Wolf.
you'd have to understand that Jason, remember the coach wouldn't have seen the last window for Dexter. The coach wouldn't have seen him at his best,
That is true.
So,
That is true.
so how does he go about redeeming himself and make him know that this? While
But
the fans
But
might
Wolf,
know,
a part of the reason why we haven't seen this coach hasn't seen him at his best is due to what's going on in his club life, and
yeah,
that is still a situation that's not the best. So, are we setting up Dexter to play him now, just for the coach to see him 2 times now, and him don't see him best, and then maybe
And
that
you put him and
change in mindset?
Wolf, you put
So,
him you put him in the harder game of the two.
Mm.
Oh, you look at
And
that.
Tavon is not better than Dexter right now. He's just in better form. So it's not like you want to. He's just in better form right now. But what we have seen of Dexter, we have not yet seen of Tavon, especially in the Jamaica shirt. So we have to be realistic in that aspect. But Tavon is in the better form right now.
All right. Wolf, you're okay with all of the other 3 guys?
yes, man. Yes, man.
Oh, okay. So we can move into midfield now. So in midfield now, good God, because this is where the pajama starts now. Because the man them want them daddy. You can't say daddy, wrong word. Them want them boss in the team, So Jason, the midfield look for you guys. Go ahead. Let's set the midfield, the 3 that we wanted.
for me, so the 2 deeper players, I would go back with the same pivot as the Honduras game. Personally, I would put Lati back in the midfield, and I would put Anderson back in the midfield. I think
Lati and Anderson goes back in for you? Oh my God!
I
You
would
see
put
me
them
get
back
beaten
in.
for
Yeah,
that.
that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's a vote, so maybe I don't win, but that is my 2 players. I want to experiment some more with that tandem, because I do think that Anderson more suits that deeper role than Palmer, and I know most people are gonna want to pigeonhole Palmer back into that role again. But I think one of those 3 slots above this line you know, in the center, the right or the left would be Palmer best place. So I want to see the player them in the best spot. So that is why I would say Lati, Anderson. For this team that we have, this squad that we have, I think that's the best duo that we can see.
Lati Anderson
And
Deeper. Okay.
yes, that's what I think. So I will say that. I'll let the rest of the panel give their thoughts too.
CC, and Wolf, or you look at that one. Or you look at what one what JC said. You go back with the team?
I understand what he's saying. I think if you're going for a physical team, you want to set up for physical game, you go with the two deep. But like I saw the previous game and I was thinking, how do we utilize the wingers? Because I prefer Bobby Reid in the middle. Casey or Maggie, whichever person want to use. I prefer both of them having the link up. And they will be able to, because when we say we want somebody who can manage the game and dictate play, we want those persons to be the distributor, so they pass into the wingers or whoever. So I would prefer a setup where you have two speedy wingers, whether it might be Cephas or Gray out wide. You know, and we'll have three persons, whether it might be Oldgate sitting deep, and then you have Reid or Palmer, whichever person they want to use, those three persons. But I don't know what I think about that. Is it too risky to do it in this game, having Oldgate deep,
You completely forget about Oldgate.
Yeah, but putting Oldgate in a game where never played none at all and one of the toughest teams to play against in Concacaf.
And even though I know he's there now, I'm not changing. I still say Lati and Anderson deep still.
So my thing, I would have Oldgate and Palmer. Oldgate, I don't. Let me tell you, JD, I don't know if I trust Oldgate to play him at centre back. So I would rather to try him in the middle of the park.
Really?
Yeah, man, I don't know if I trust him because people say Damion Lowe is a walking red card, and Oldgate can probably get 3 red cards in his career. Damion Lowe has 4, and he has multiple cards.
What 4?
Yeah, man, he has 4.
Which 4? Where Damion Lowe get 4 red card?
He can get the back-to-back red card the other day, and he may have 2 before that.
He might have 2 before that. You never watch all the man.
Playing
games.
That's a count straight red, not the 2 yellow. We make a red.
Oh my God.
No, straight red me attack. So
okay,
straight.
why you never just say that in the first place? You want to be so complicated.
Damion Lowe has 4 straight red, and something that Oldgate has 3 straight red.
Okay, and him have 6 more
and
red
and
where
Lowe
are
have-
yellow. Lowe have 6 more where are yellow, right? Yellow red card, right? Are you never count them there? Are you
Yeah,
missing
and I
them?
think Oldgate have must 3. But listen what me I say. My thing about Oldgate is this. I mean, I can't compare them. I'm gonna tell you, I want he's good.
You have to compare. I say no.
He's
No,
good
but
with the ball.
Wolf, him take away 6 red cards. You know? If we have a conversation.
No, but remember the.
What about Oldgate? What about Oldgate at right back? I don't hear nobody say that couldn't work.
I think we have to try. I think easing Oldgate in the team means to play him in a role that he covers the back 4 rather than being closer to the goal right now, especially the pressure of the game. So I think playing him beside, I think I would play Casey Palmer and Oldgate in that middle of the park.
Okay, so you're just doing away with the other pivot and just a fresh pivot for that one.
Yeah, I would try a fresh pivot for this game because I think he had a fresh pivot, but the last game wasn't it a fresh pivot to the Latimer is not fresh, but I think our Anderson hasn't started in the pivot before.
No, Anderson never started, but Casey Palmer and Anderson playing Dominica game. It was slightly different because Anderson was playing a sole role, but this one was definitely a more double one instead of the sole role. And then Casey Palmer tried to drop deep and help him out, you know. But this one was different.
Casey Palmer and I'm gonna tell you, I'm thinking Casey Palmer and Oldgate because I think based on the type of game where I'm looking for Casey to play like a box-to-box midfielder in that role, and then Oldgate plays the holding midfielder.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna drop back some people. So far we have a little confusion here. So Anderson gets in for everybody. CC, Anderson got in for you, or it was Latimer?
No man, Anderson. No,
No, he said Holgate. He said Holgate and Palmer.
Holgate get ins for me.
Okay, Holgate and Palmer. Okay.
Yeah, Holgate.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh my God. So CC bring a confusion here now. Can't complete the squad. all right.
No, but
So,
say, how much are we?
So-
4 are we?
So-
What Wolf did say and what you said.
Wolf, who you going for? The two.
Holgate and Palm.
Holgate and Palmer.
Mhm.
People, this is not mines. All right, this is the panels. So I will do mine separate. All right, Palmer. Jesus God, I can't believe a big number 10 come to Jamaica play defensive central to Rod.
He now play defensive central.
Brother, a defensive central, the man play same way, brother. Because Jamaica is playing too deep. Two in the deep, a defensive central them turn into. All two of them because them barely go forward. And this now one forward, him go around 90. Around how much minutes in the game? Jason, 70 minutes in the game before him gonna get forward.
And I think that's the thing that want to change. You know, I think that's the way forward in terms of, is it that we're going to continue with two midfielders, just two holding midfielders, or we just want somebody in the middle of the park?
You have to get that one person, Wolf. You can't. Especially once you use one, it's a specialist. Period. If you don't know
I think
what you're doing,
if people hear the 3 in front of the 2, then they will understand why play Casey Palmer. Casey Palmer not gonna stay the same because I'm playing Bobby Reid, you know. So Casey Palmer is not going to stay there.
all right. So no, I think the reason why CC playing KC Palmer this low because CC have his number 10. So you're asking why CC played in this low? Of course, CC know what he's doing. That's why I'm giving him chance to speak, you know. And maybe Jason I follow the same. No, Jason never have Palmer in a deeper line. You know, Jason go with the same ones. All right, so we put that in just to make people see what I'm going. So that's it right now. So see, Jason, explain to the fans what you had chosen because this one is gonna serve for a beating session, you know, in the chat, you know. Boy, I'm telling you, I can't bother. So go ahead, Jason. Come here, run over time. Hold on, I don't know if Jason is still here. Wolf. So who you have as your 10 then? Who you have as your 10?
Yeah,
then?
let them go first.
So
Reid.
So Reid as your 10. All right. So CC, who you have as your 10 then? CC.
All right, so here what I'm now. Reid is going to be the 10, but Reid is not going to be like the 10 where him stay in the 10. Reid is rotating between the central midfield position and the 10, and Casey Palmer and Reid is rotating positions.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
CC.
All right. So hold on. I'm gonna chip in right there. So this right there, that is the triangle that I want to see. So if nobody are gonna talk about Magee in the future, it'll be between Reid and Palmer. So that triangle right there. So I am thinking that there should be, because those two persons are going to dictate the play. Palmer / Reid. Them can send the ball out wide, send the ball, to either Gray or Cephas, in my opinion. I don't think Reid should be on the wing or Magee should be on the wing.
So
you get the best.
Okay,
you get the best out of them when they are in the middle.
Okay, so you would think Magee are your super sub then, pretty much.
It could be.
Okay.
Or if you want to start him over whichever one.
Okay.
But
I'll be a big stone you're getting a Wolf.
Not to cause any big debate, but I think we should have wingers. The midfielders, they those, I think Magee, Palmer, Reid, they are integral in the middle of the park.
No, Wolf, people agree. Some people agree with him, but you just start a big world war in the chat, you know. I'll be a big stone, you get CC. I'll be a big stone, get him inside. But CC kind of dissect him way out of the corner, you know. Oh, I'm gonna use Bobby Reid, but he's not gonna stay white.
No, but let me tell you why, JD. Remember, it's because you have the triangle right there. It's when Casey Palmer goes into the middle. Cause me I play Magee on the right wing, you know.
No, CC, me know what you try to say. Me know you try to slip in. Me hear you. I heard you when you talk about Bobby Reid. I heard you. Jesus Christ. All right, so Jason gone. So they will close it off, people. Because Jason there, you will come in and give his take. All right, so CC already give him spilling bean. You know. So CC said he want Magee on the right hand side. The Magee on the right hand side. Yes, the man whisper. He whispered to Magee over the right hand side. So CC, explain yourself, CC. All right, because you have one church will big you up and one church will give you a whole heap of buckle. All right, so explain yourself, big boss.
Yeah, someone say Magee on the right hand side because you see that left foot of Magee. I love that left foot of Magee to cut inside and be able to make the pass or take a shot. And I think he has that ability to can take that shot from out on the D. So I'm giving him the freedom to play on that in that half space, between the half space and even the wing space. So even though interchange with Gray, that's where I'm playing him. So if he's playing on the right, he's to dribble at opponents, take shots, make passes. If he's playing on the left, he's to make passes, make dribble past people, make passes, not necessarily take shots. So I would play him on the right.
Okay, this is the lineup of Wolf and no, I don't think Wolves agree with him, but this is a combination between Wolf and CC. This has nothing to do with me at all, people. All right, I will pick my lineup on a different day. Right?
Let me tell her, because just like with whichever side, Man City or wherever, with a Bernardo Silva or whoever
retention and speed. Yeah, man, I know.
Those players for me, just like with Magee or even Foden, Pep play him out on the wing, but if you have him in the middle of the park, you get the best out of him.
Yeah, but Magee ain't those type of player, brother.
Yeah, man, I understand. But in Jamaica context, we're using him as that person who want to get the best.
So you don't want him out there to be a retention player then, pretty much?
I wouldn't want him out, and I want him in the middle of the park. So the substitution is between whether you have a sub Palmer or Reid for Magee. Okay. You know, so yeah. But I think you should have the wingers, persons like Cephas and Gray, running along the flank.
I agree with you. Worst stuff against Honduras, in which you're not going to have most of the ball. They are much more composed, and Magee has to defend, which is something that I'm not comfortable on. On the counter attack, he doesn't provide the speed on the counter attack for me enough. I think Cephas would have been not Cephas. I think Romario, not Campbell. What's the next boy, man? Norman Campbell would be a better option. Somebody that can control the ball, but still go at a good speed to counter. That I would like that more than Magee.
So you need somebody in the middle. That's what I've been saying.
I agree with you. If you want to switch Magee for a middle position, I have no problem with that. When you're switching, put him in the middle.
I think Magee's not a midfielder.
Why you say no, boss? You think Magee's not a midfielder?
No, Magee is a forward. It's just a context in a football. Like Magee is more of a forward player.
Yeah, but that's why attacking midfielder is also a forward position. It's attacking. That's why we have an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, but all right. The reason why I say like, because say attacking midfielder is a forward player, JD. But I'm saying an attacking midfielder lacks a lot of defensive play, like they lack in defensive attributes.
See, that's why he have a screen between. That's why the man Wolf said he would have picked him either if he's gonna start, he has to play in a cam role, central cam role, because you'd have someone defending for him. The wingers them has to do more work, especially against a better team, CC. But because the next team is better than Nicaragua, you know, and I'm telling that you're gonna see it in the national stadium because they came here and showed us the last time, CC. So. And I think that they're even slightly better now. So they're going to be coming to do the same thing, CC. So if you want to take up Bobby Reid and put in Tyreek Magee, I have no problem. But I just think that you're going to feel Tyreek Magee out wide in this one.
No, but the thing about it is, remember, say Bobby Reid, it's the interchanging position. Bobby Reid to me, kind of be the key. Because if Bobby Reid switch over and play on the wing and Magee comes inside, and then you switch the formation because the formation is not static, you know.
We know
You find that. So you find that Magee can still come inside and Bobby Reid go outside.
Okay.
So it's just that the way in which Bobby Reid would play and the way in which every coach are going to change the position. But I'm trying to find a way where we start 12 of our best passers. Our best passers.
CC, I figure out the next two positions. CC, because I'm running over time, you know. Maybe there are 3 hours.
Antonio, and Demar agree.
Antonio, Demar agree. Wolf, agree? And Antonio?
Antonio, yeah, definitely. And Demar.
All right, so Antonio, agree?
Yeah.
Why? The man was a make-up story.
So, CC, let me ask you this. Would you take out Palmer, put Reid in that slot, and have Magee up front and in the 10 role?
I'm not telling you, I could. I wouldn't. It's if I'm not taking out Palmer because I start Palmer. The only way I take out, if I'm taking out, Magee would have to go to the bench. If me go stay home, I go switch it out.
I would prefer to bench
Magee. Put Palmer in the 10, but yeah, which is fine.
As Magee would be my starter, I would prefer bench him, but I don't want to play him on the wing. I want wingers. I want some send the ball out wide.
But if you watch Magee's games in even the USL, even though Magee is playing the 10, Magee predominantly occupies that half space.
Yeah, because he have the ability to play, but that doesn't mean that's the best out of him.
Well, but I'm saying in the games that he's played for his club, he predominantly occupies that area. He plays all over. He plays the 10 on a free roam, but majority of his plays comes from in that area.
The question is, are you going to be allowed to have a free roamer on the field? Or you want to be an organized team, like you want to make sure you shut down every angle that Honduras can attack you. Because Honduras is just as good as Jamaica on creating chances, if not slightly better on creating chances, because every time we play them, they create more chances. So we need to make our team weaker in certain areas to open up more spaces just to get more attacking going when we don't have the ball because of one football up in the field. That's the question I want to ask you and then we finish. Your answer to that, CC? Because I think we have to crucify ourselves, you
know. I understand that you're saying they would create more opportunities now. But I think JD with this lineup, we will have more of the ball. So if we have more of the ball,
okay,
we limit the amount of
but CC would just play this lineup and we never have more of the ball against Nicaragua.
This same lineup?
No, only 2 players out, KC Palmer and Oldgate. And Mikel Antonio out it as well. But everybody was in there. So you think those guys
can make a difference?
So those guys are gonna make the difference so good we can actually left one space for a free roamer. So that's how good.
No man, we won't have a free roamer, you know. You see, I was just explaining to Wolf that the reason for playing Magee in that position is because I see where is most of his activities. If you look on, like if you're doing a video analysis, most of his activities take place in that area of the pitch and not necessarily even in the 10 in the central area.
Okay,
right? So it takes more in the half space and in the wing channel. So it's like if you even play him in the central area, he does more damage in the half space and in the wing area.
Okay.
Like I'm starting him out at his danger position.
Okay. I just wanted you to educate the fans because I'm gonna break it down a little bit more. I'm gonna look into a lot more Honduras style of play to see how we truly can play going forward, or the best possible way going forward to get the result, you know. So everyone that come on, people may go 3 hours in 2 hours I had planning. So I have to start my cooking a little bit late, people. Alright. So thanks CC, thanks Wolf coming in the end. Crispy, next time you can come on and give your take, and you and CC can backload that war. Jason Guna, bless up, thanks for coming in. Everyone inside the chat, massive respect, thanks for coming in. Even though we have some warrior today, Uptown Kingston is a big warrior for no reason. Omzo is just a French warrior. Obviously, he's just a French warrior. Yeah, man. So big up everyone. Please do it, like, want to share, and subscribe. I will be back. Maybe tomorrow, because obviously get the kid ready and start to cook the dinner and everything. All right. So take care. Respect. All right. Bye bye.